I just have one thing to say. Hang on here.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun in your hand? You'll strip the right from an American, but leave it locked and loaded for the Taliban. Hey Joe, where you going with that blood on your hands? I heard you say it was on the news. You're the president, the buck stops with you. Now there ain't no mommy and there ain't no dad, 'cause you wrapped them up in the American flag. 13 kids but you stopped the war, and there ain't no sense going back for more. 'Cause hey Joe, we did it, 81 million votes. Hey Joe, where you going? Why you moving so slow? They'll prop you up on the TV screen, but forget your job. What flavor ice cream is that? And hey Joe, where you going? Do you even know? Come on man, not a joke. Here's the deal, the country's broke. You ain't no leader and you ain't the boss. You wander around like you're fucking lost. So check your watch, turn your back, set us up for the big attack. 'Cause hey Joe, we did it, 81 million votes. Hey Joe, so where you going with that gun in your hand? And hey Joe, where you going with all that blood on your hands?
Scratch that itch and slap that bitch. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
Red Skins.
That is some weird, wild stuff. That is funny. I did not know that.
Dropping drawers and stabbing whores on the Kevin Holly Show.
And I gotta say, he has balls. This man has balls. He's laying them out there for us to see.
That's like it sounds like our first date kit.
Ever shared a lustful evening with a Muslim woman?
We're dropping drawers and stabbing whores. It's the Kevin Holly Show.
Come on, man. This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Oh, hello, everybody. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. I am your host tonight, Kevin A. Holly. The A stands for my middle name. What else? It's Arthur, in case you were wondering. That's my middle name. It's badass. It's Arthur. It's my dad's name, Art. Adi, I call him Adi. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. What's up, everybody in the chat room? Welcome to the show. Give me a call tonight. It's just me. Holland is no show. I don't know where the hell she is. Where you at, Holland? So, I'll be paying a lot of attention to the chat room tonight. And if you're... So, I know that most of our listeners are on our flagship station, the IRN, the Internet Radio Network, IRNbroadcast.com. If you are listening to us on the IRN or out there in the Wigan Borough in beautiful London, England, you can also watch us, or me, as it's just me tonight, on your favorite streaming social media. We are on Facebook Live, YouTube, also twitch.com/The Kevin Holly Show, as well as Twitter, Periscope, whatever the hell that is. Welcome. We got Shane B in the chat. We got Josh in the chat. We got Lawrence Ross in the chat. What's up, guys? Missing Parts in the chat. Hell yeah. It doesn't matter where you're at, where you're listening from. Jaclonis in the chat. What's up, dude? You can chat us up. I will see your messages, and I will hang out with y'all. You can also call the show tonight, 727-550-7886. Hell yeah. Oh, man. Don't you just love this little riff from the Beastie Boys? Oh, it's magical to me. Like, everybody's just got to lighten up, right? Let's all just love each other. It's going to be a love fest tonight. Hell yeah. Lawrence in the chat says, Shane B made an appearance on my show the other night. Hell yeah, Lawrence. Shane B's a good dude, man. I'll tell you what, man. I had a long conversation with Shane B on the phone a few nights ago. And, I normally don't drink alone. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there hanging out. Kids are sleeping. It's kind of late. And I'm talking to Shane B on the celly, on the cell phone, the brick phone, you know. And we're going at it, having fun, going back and forth. And he's telling me good stories. And we're talking about stuff that men talk about, you know. And I had, I guess, one too many ice cold IPA. It was what are they called? Lagunitas? And I don't know what it is about that brew, but it hits me hard. And you know, I was home and just kind of hanging out. I made some food. I was up late. I was talking to one of my buddies on the phone, and so we go to hang up. I'm like, I gotta go, dude. I gotta go to bed. And I go out by the pool because, you know, I'm so high class. I have a pool. And I go to retrieve one of my cats. The kitten's out by the pool. And I'm like, oh, this stupid kitten's out here again. So I go to retrieve her, and somehow, some way, my stupid, silly, sloppy ass lost my footing in my slippers. and I took a bit of a fall, and I landed right on my ass, like just sitting on my ass. And I knocked over some pool toys that were right there, and it made a ruckus, you know. And I was like alone and embarrassed. It was hilarious. And then I sent Shane B a text message, and it was the most hilarious text. It was a video of myself, and I was like, I love you, man. You know? Good night, Shane B. I love you, man. And I went back and looked at it later. Oh my God, it is so embarrassing. I might pull that up later and play it for you guys in the little window here. We'll see. But I got a lot to talk about tonight, regardless of not having a co-host. I got a text here from my kid. Are you telling the story about when you fell in the air? I did. It wasn't like a stumbling, drunken fall. I lost my footing in my slipper. Like, my heel came out of my slipper as I was pivoting to try to pick up the kitten. The kitten's trying to get away, and it was late and dark, and I don't know what happened exactly. Like, did I like step off the little bit of a ledge that's right there. And anyway, yeah. What are you listening to my show for? You're almost 17. It's for 18 and up. Go to bed. Anyway, it was hilarious. Looking in the chat room, Colin G. Murphy. What's up, bro? Hell yeah. Oh, my mom's in the chat. She says we're putting up drapes. Oh, cool. So you're listening to my show with my daughter while you're putting up drapes. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Lawrence in the chat. Let me guess. It was dark outside. Watch where you're going. Yeah, whatever, Lawrence. Like you've never tripped and fallen before. The cat set me up, says Shameby. That's probably true because that's what cats do, man. They're evil. Missing Part says, in Michigan, the land grabber got you while you were drinking. I don't think that's really exactly what happened. I mean, I picked myself up like a champ and grabbed the kitten and went back inside. And then I made White Castle. So it was good. Anyway, yeah, that's awesome that my daughter heard that. So a lot to talk about. And now it's funny when I do a solo show because it gives me the opportunity, and I like doing solo shows. I don't like not knowing that I'm going to be doing a solo show until last minute. That kind of is a little bit stressful, but it's happened many times. So I'm not afraid of it. I actually kind of enjoy it. And doing a solo show gives me the opportunity to do a little bit of political humor and talk about current events that I normally wouldn't talk about because I would instead be playing a game with my co-host or something like that. So y'all may have seen that Joe Biden did a press conference today, if you want to call it that. And my biggest takeaway from the press conference that our unelected president put together today was that he came out of the gate, just like everybody predicted, and did like a minor State of the Union or something. And he's immediately like, oh, look at what we did. Oh, well, we've got 220 million people that are vaccinated. Look at the economy. We've got the most job growth ever recorded in history. Yeah, well, guess what, Mr. Biden? The job growth, I mean, that's kind of a big thing right now. And we are still, I think it's 2 million or 1.5 million jobs below the high water mark that Trump had back in 2019, which was the highest job growth recorded in history. It was the best economy that in recent history. And for Biden to come out on this presser and immediately right out of the gate say, oh, well, look at all the jobs we've created. No, you took all these jobs away with unnecessary lockdowns. And he said something else that really hit me. So you're not creating jobs when you're bringing back jobs that already existed. That's not new jobs. Those are jobs that were gone and now are coming back. Thank God. And he also said something about there's like a 30% increase in small business loan applications, SBA loan applications. So look at all the growth in the small businesses. But he neglected to talk about how there is a 30% less amount, 30% of small businesses in New York City are gone forever. So, I mean, if 30% of small businesses in New York City, our mecca, if you will, of commerce, are gone forever because of the pandemic and because of this administration, how dare you say that, oh, look, we've got 30%. Yeah, they're looking for loans, dude, because that's the only way they can survive. They can't do it on their own. They need assistance. And when the government is giving assistance for for small businesses, it's not creating new small businesses. I just don't see the how does he not see the connection there? I just don't get it. Let's see here. Colin in the chat. I was shooting threes in the dark and sliders. That's pretty good. Lawrence Ross says, I trip and fall in the daylight, sir. In the dark, I'm perfectly balanced. That's funny. That's really funny. Lawrence is blind, you know, so that's a good joke, man. That's what I love about Lawrence, that he jokes about that, you know. Which makes him an incredibly funny guy on top of his talent, which is making incredible parodies and radio gold, honestly. Check out the Lawrence Ross Show. You have to. Shameby says, made White Castle a real chef right there. Yeah, I did. I actually do it a little bit differently, Shameby. I take my White Castles out of the plastic and wrap them in a wet paper towel. And then I only do like 30 seconds in the microwave, then I flip them over, and they come out just perfect, you know. Shameby says 700,000 jobs lost day one. Yeah, exactly. I just don't understand how he can just lie like that. Those are blatant lies. Josh in the chat says, replying to Shane B, not to mention the increase in fuel prices. Yeah. And then Biden today was like, and look at the wages. For the first time ever, poverty levels have gone up. And people under the 40% mark, or whatever he said, they all got a raise. Yeah, but that was all wiped out immediately with the inflation. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. Lawrence says, anytime I hear the name White Castle, all I can think of is Harold and Kumar. You remember that? That was great. One Sun Man in the chat. What's up? Hell yeah. Cool. I'm glad that we've got some people checking out the show tonight. I really appreciate that. He also thinks that the Better Business Bureau is going to cost us nothing. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He also thinks the Build Back Better is going to cost us nothing. Yeah, that's a complete joke as well. It's already paid for. It's already paid for, man. I can't understand how... We all know it's a lie. We all know this. One of the biggest things that and I indoctrinated my child. I have this in my show notes right here. Check this out. Right on the bottom here, it says, I indoctrinated my kid 01/18/22 on the 18th. It was yesterday. I drove my kid to school in high school, and I pulled up, and she started asking me questions about. And she told me some stories about her teachers. One of her teachers, I guess, got COVID, took some time off, came back to school wearing an N95 mask. And, we started talking about the whole political climate with my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter. And I totally indoctrinated her. But I didn't even have to, though. She was on the same page already. And she asked me really intelligent questions. And I gave her answers that were not sugar-coated. And I bet it's on my dash cam. I bet I have that audio. That would be hilarious. Maybe during the break, I'll pull that up, throw it in the tablet, and see if I can find it. But anyway, we had this conversation sitting in the parking lot, and it went for like 15 minutes, and I made her late for class. And I didn't feel bad about it. I said, you know what? You probably learned more, even just about asking questions in the car right now than you're going to be learning in your homeroom. You know what I mean? Albeit, attendance is important, yada, yada, yada. But it was an amazing thing to have her ask me, about the pandemic, about the vaccine mandates, asking me about the effectiveness of masks and if it's relevant, if it's needed, asking me why. And I told her all about how these COVID hospitalizations that are being talked about right now, or skyrocketing all over the country, is actually, I mean, if everybody's getting it, the vaccine's obviously not really doing anything about this. And in the UK today, they announced that I think it's by the 27th of this month, no more mask mandates, no more vaccine passports in England. Which, by the way, my friends at the WBRFM listening to us right now, it's like 4 a.m. over there. Good for you guys, because it's unnecessary, it's ineffective, and it's draconian, it's stupid. So we're talking about this. And it just kind of blew my mind that I felt like I was indoctrinating her, but at the same rate, I felt like I was just educating her, And Penis Game Amy, no, there's a show tonight. Yeah, check it out. So it was kind of cool in that respect. Another really cool thing happened yesterday. I don't know how to get into this. And by the way, the opening song on the stream was the band. Well, it's actually just one guy. What is it? 5 Times August. That Hey Joe song is just called Joe. Fantastic song. Absolutely love it. Excuse me. So something happened last night. As you know, I've talked about it before. Real quick in the chat, Lawrence Ross says, I heard that in British Columbia over the weekend, there's going to be a convoy of about 10,000 truck drivers descending on Ontario to protest what's happening in Canada. Now, I have a comic friend in Penis Game Amy in the chat. Never mind. Xanax. Hi, Amy. Oh, hold on a second. Knock on the door. Hold on. Who could it be? It's like Mr. Rogers' neighborhood up in here. Hey, what's up, Holly? Come on in. I know, I get it. Oh, shit. Guess who's not solo anymore? Holland in the house. Make yourself comfy, Holland. Pick a seat, any seat, they'll work.
I really want to sit over there, but...
Oh, it's cool. Oh, hell yeah. You got a mic, you got some headphones. Welcome to the show, Holland. Hell yeah. This girl's been working so hard. I've seen her.
have.
I saw you working until like 3 in the morning the other day.
I did.
Hell yeah. Don't you dare cry. She start crying. Hard workers don't cry. It's okay.
I'm a hard worker.
Hell yeah. Well, thanks for showing up, baby. That's cool. Hell yeah.
I love you
more. So I was just getting into, well, we're talking about what's happening in Canada right now because I went a little political because you weren't here. So Lawrence is talking about this convoy of truckers that are going to descend upon Ontario to protest what's happening in Canada. And I was saying that I have...
Aside from that guy who was sentenced to 110 years in prison for...
What, for not getting the shot or something?
No.
What are you talking about?
The guy who's the boy, the child.
The child? How am I not connecting on this?
Remember he got arrested for... His brakes went out and he was...
Oh, he wasn't a child. No, that's a irresponsible trucker. I know what you're talking about.
A child.
Yeah, well, he could have went up the
Same age
the ramp,
as your
you know?
last girlfriend. But
Oh,
whatever.
good Lord. So, anyway, I've got a friend that lives in Canada, and she's not allowed to come to the United States. She refused to get vaccinated, and she's, like, on lockdown. And she's upset about it. And
I would be too.
now they're saying that truck drivers entering Canada will be denied entry at the border if they're not vaccinated. And there's, like, literally, that's what Lawrence just said, there's, like, 10,000 truckers that are planning a convoy to protest that. That's badass. People are starting to wake up, man. They realize that this is absolutely stupid. Amy, Penis Game Amy says, hi, Holland.
Hey.
Colin said it was about to be a non-crying show. That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Josh says, I was crying happy tears 2 weeks of waiting for this shit show. It was. We took a week
We haven't
off.
been here for a week.
It's been a week. Yeah. That's my fault. I called it off. I was busy. You know, I want to take a week off. I needed to decompress.
You're a busy man.
I have my kid, you know, who's doing
You're not a
fantastic.
kid. You're,
No,
you're
I
a
had a
grown-ass man.
My kid, yeah. So, anyway, dude, I'm so glad you're here because that gives me all this other content that I was going to get to.
All right, good. I had to work. I couldn't help it. I'm poor, and I have to work whenever they tell me to.
Look what I got.
Hey, what? Oh!
I'm not. It's not beer.
Show everybody. Show everybody.
It's not beer. Yeah.
Who got you that?
This is my Christmas present from Holland.
Oh.
What did I get Holland? Do you remember what I got you?
Last year, a guitar. But
yeah, nobody had a ship this year. Oh, man. Well, you know, I blame the pandemic. But this is delicious coffee. I've been drinking coffee all day, by the way. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I have a feeling you have.
Like a lot. I had so much. Lawrence says, just wait till Holland hears the beginning of the show when she hears about Kevin falling on his ass in the dark trying to grab a cat. Yeah, I fell down yesterday out by the pool trying to get my cat.
Where'd you hurt yourself?
I didn't at all. I landed on my butt, and it wasn't like a drunken fall.
Yeah, but you don't have a big butt, so
Yeah.
you hurt. So when when Kevin and I fall, it's like serious
fall.
business because we don't have big butts.
You have no butt. Yeah. No, I was trying to get the freaking kitten back in the house at like midnight after a long talk with Shamby on the phone. And when I went to like dive bomb on the cat, I came out of my slipper and I did like a little pirouette. What do you
Pirouette.
A pirouette? Yeah, a pirouette. Yeah. Anyway.
Ask your daughter.
They're actually listening right now, so be careful.
I know.
So so I fell on my ass and I landed on the pool toys and it was like bah, 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 and all this noise and I guess nobody woke up. It was just cool. It was right outside of my daughter's sliding door.
God,
like I almost landed on her door, like bam, which would have been hilarious. But anyway, geez Louise, man, that's ridiculous. Okay, I gotta regroup my thoughts here. Because now I got you.
Why?
Because I got you here now. I got to change gears.
but I was busy. I was working.
I got to change gears. Oh my God.
I don't get paid to be here.
Neither do I. I pay to be here.
I
It's
know.
ridiculous.
I know.
It's crazy.
So I had to go to work, and I had to work, and I had to work, and I had to work.
So did you make a lot of money? Can you like pay the rent here or what?
I
What's
wish.
up? Yeah,
I wish.
cool.
I wish.
Thank you. I wish to. I wish you were a beer. Hey.
I am
Oh.
Irish, but
All right. So, Amy, Penis Game Amy says I have a beautiful cyclist's ass. Well, she does ride a lot of bicycles.
bicycle.
Oh,
I want to
you wanna-
ride my bicycle.
You know what we're gonna do right now?
Want to ride
I got
my
you.
Bike.
I have a top 10. Shall we?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do a top 10 right off the rip here because Holland's here, and this gives me a perfect opportunity to change gears without even thinking. I came up with the top 10 tonight because this is kind of weird, okay? but I've been listening to like I used to listen to, not for my whole life, but for since like 2007ish. I started listening to Rush Limbaugh because the guys at work were our industry got highly affected. I worked in litigation support. And when Obama became the president, a lot of things changed in the litigation industry, and they stopped using, a lot of people tried to save money, and a lot of our clients stopped using a third party to do their production. Like we used to make jury-friendly exhibits for them, and to use in like trial and mediation, things like that. So they started doing it in-house, and the company I worked for knew that it was coming. That's when I changed from an independent to a Republican, because I couldn't vote in the primary as an independent. So I had to pick one or the other. And so that's when I really kind of dipped my feet into politics, right? About 2007. So that being said, when Rush Limbaugh died, the Buck Sexton and Clay Travis show started.
He died?
Yeah, Rush Limbaugh died. So I've been listening to Clay and Buck, which I enjoy. I really did. It's a good show. I mean, they have a lot of commercials and liners, which is kind of annoying, but it's a good show. So I had Marilyn in the car, my daughter in the car, and I'm like, I was indoctrinating her in front of the school. I was just talking about it, We're talking about the pandemic and the effectiveness of the vaccines and things like that. So I said, Marilyn, if you want to educate yourself, listen to Clay and Buck or listen to Shannon Burke. Every once in a while, if you want to if you've got your earbuds in, instead of blasting Metallica, listen to a little bit of conservative talk radio and make up your own mind. Because all the other side of politics, whether it's radio or TV, is already being drilled into their heads. Their teachers are mostly on the left. Every airport and restaurant you go into is playing CNN or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So she's already got that. That's just unavoidable. So I'm like, if you want to, open your mind a little bit and see the other side of things, maybe Clay and Buck would be. I play it in the car all the time on the way to school. Maybe you should tune in. And she says, "Did they just say Butt Sexton? Is his name Butt Sexton?" And I'm like, "No, it's Buck." And I thought, even Buck Sexton's a funny name, dude. And we just kind of giggled. But anyway, so during the Clay and Buck show, they have this one advertiser, okay, and it's Grainberry cereal. I don't know if you're familiar with that brand of cereal.
No.
Well, their jingle, I have it right here.
Are they associated with grape nuts?
I don't know. They might have it. They have all of their cereal has with onyx sorghum, whatever the hell that is. It sounds kind of I don't know. I got a picture of it right here. Grainberry cereal, right? But here's their jingle, which I absolutely love it. I like most jingles. When you hear them, you're like, oh God, I can't get it out of my head. I don't want to hear it again.
They do that on purpose.
Yeah. So listen to this one though. Ready? Here we go.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
I just love that. I don't know why. Healthy cereal for your family. That's just awesome to me, right?
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
So then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what? Let's do a top 10 of the best jingles ever made. Why not, right?
I know so many jingles. Don't even get me started.
So you want to sing? You're singing Bicycle, Bicycle. Let's do some jingles, shall we? Hell yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the top 10 on the Kevin Holly Show. Top 10 most famous jingles. I got them all right here. Number 10. That's really loud.
No, it's all right.
Number 10 is the Band-Aid. Stuck on Me Band-Aid. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember that one.
Well, don't worry, because I got it right here. God damn it. Bless it. Sorry. I got to find it. I got them all up in here. Like I went. Oh, yeah. It's the
you have
last one.
everything all up in where?
All right. The number 10 most famous jingle of all time. The
All right,
Band-Aid one. Here we go.
I am stuck
on Band-Aid, because Band-Aid stuck on me.
I am stuck on
Band-Aid brand, because
germs won't stick on me.
Introducing Band-Aid.
So that's
Well,
that
I
one.
remember that one.
Remember that one?
Yeah.
Do you ever, when you were a kid, or any of your kids or grandkids?
Well, I didn't live in the United States when I was a kid.
But did you ever like cover yourself in Band-Aids? Like you find the box of Band-Aids and you just cover yourself with like Dora the Explorer Band-Aids or anything like that?
I didn't, but I know what you mean. I know.
Yeah, my kids have done that. You know, they're walking around with like 40 Band-Aids on their arm. I'm like, are you okay?
Stuck
Oh my God.
on Band-Aid, because Band-Aid stuck on me.
Shane B says Band-Aids are racist. I know where you're going with that because
You know why?
They don't have
They don't have different colors.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's not fair.
Yeah, and black people bleed more.
Yeah.
Because I think they're anemic or something. I'm just kidding.
For fuck's sake. What is wrong with you?
What is that? No, they have sickle cell. I mean,
No, not everyone.
That's more common in black
My brother
people.
is an Irish white boy, and he has
He's a bleeder?
sickle cell anemia.
Well, yeah, anybody can get it, but I'm pretty sure it's more prominent
No,
with
not
African Americans.
anyone can get it. It's an African American.
I can't.
Kevin, come on. Do your research before you start opening your mouth and wagging.
You do it. Shane's like, what? Flesh-colored Band-Aids, yes. Amy says Pepto-Bismol. All right, we're getting some guesses here. Rice-A-Roni.
Rice-A-Roni.
Newspapers used to have jingles for the
Do you remember?
readers.
You know what my favorite movie is?
Alka-Seltzer?
Everyone calls me Mary. You know why they call me Mary?
Because you've been married like 7 times?
No, Mary. There's something about Mary. Everyone wants to marry
because
her.
you put jism in your hair to style
No,
it?
for fuck's
It
sake.
looks kind of like you do.
No, it does not. Anyway, Mary, they were talking about. I saw it recently, and they was like, Mary. She said, "What?" She's like, "Oh, I forgot where I was going." Now that your phone just.
Well, I'm a busy guy. Working deals. I don't know why they call you Mary. Something about Mary. I think I nailed it with the jizz in your hair. Stick it straight up. Just like, oh yeah, you got any extra? Oh, let me get some of that.
Oh my god!
All right, so let's go to number 9 here on the best jingles, most famous jingles of all time. Number 9 is indeed the Alka-Seltzer. Who got that? Josh in the chat. The Alka-Seltzer song. Do you remember this one, Holland?
You worked too hard, you ate too much, the cheesecake made you greedy. Let your aching head and stomach hear this message from old Speedy. Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is. Those Speedy bubbles relieve your upset stomach and headache fast. For acid indigestion alone, Alka-Seltzer Gold. Oh, what a relief it is. What a
Look at how creepy that thing
that's
is.
an 80s. I didn't live in America in the 80s, so.
But, I mean, you still live. I mean, that's
No,
iconic.
I did not live in America in the 80s, so I wouldn't
It's
know.
still iconic. Like, you would still know it, right?
No, I would.
No?
I didn't.
Damn it, you
Isn't
don't
that
know
weird?
the plop, plop, fizz, fizz? Oh, what a relief.
No.
You don't know that one?
No.
Wow. Okay. No, that's okay.
You know I didn't grow up here, so.
Shane says that's nightmare fuel.
Alright, what's
It
next
is,
one?
man.
Next one.
It's weird looking. All right, next one. Here we go. Let me get to the list here. Okay, the number 8 most famous jingle. This one really hits home for me because I'm not very tall.
Yeah, we all know.
It is the pull-ups. I'm a big kid now.
I'm a big kid, look what I can do. I can wear big kid pants too.
Pull-ups disposable training pants
I
from
remember this
Huggies.
one.
They go on like underwear.
So that's
I used
like
to play that for my son. I'm sorry, Patrick, if you're listening. He's now a 27-year-old man
He still
with
wears
children
them.
of his own.
Now he's got the pens.
But,
Same shit.
But
Same thing.
he was. It took a long time to potty train him. But I used to play that video for him over and over. He's a big kid. He still didn't want to go to the bathroom on the potty.
Right before you got here, I teased about something that happened to me last night, and we'll get to that after this list or after the first break. Something happened to me last night. I became something last night. I'll talk about it. I can't wait. I can't wait to tell you.
Oh, I've become so many things.
No, this is a pinnacle in my life.
Right.
Oh my gosh, it's like. Anyway, all right. The number 7 most famous jingle. Oh, this is tough, man. It's the Lucky Charms cereal.
Catch Lucky! He's got Lucky Charms! They're magically delicious!
Always have to be Lucky Charms, the crunchy old cereal with a rainbow of marshmallow surprise.
You're Irish. Can you do that?
I am. I can.
Let me see it. Let me hear it.
The thing is, when you try to do an Irish accent, you have to speak as though you're asking a question.
I love it. All right. All right.
Because they're magically delicious.
Are they?
Apparently.
Prizes, pink hearts, yellow moons, orange stars, green clovers, and blue diamonds. part of this good nutritious breakfast. Oh, they're coming. I'll make a snowmobile and zoom away.
Frosted Lucky Charms.
They're magically delicious.
Hell yeah. That's so ridiculous. What are we doing? All right. Let's roll through this.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Carry on.
The, what number are we on here? Number 6.
All right.
I'm not a big fan of this one. I think, because they changed it from a white guy to a black guy without telling anybody. It caught me off guard.
Oh, Kevin.
There was
shut up.
one Jake from State Farm, and he was
You
white.
sound like your mother.
Now Jake from State Farm is a
I'm
black
sorry if you
dude.
listen.
A really handsome black dude, by the way. I'm not gay, but he's fucking beautiful,
All right, let's
handsome
hear it.
man.
Let's hear it. Carry on.
All right, here we go.
Like a good neighbor,
State Farm was there.
That's it. All right. Looking in the chat. Amy, my Lucky Charms are magically delicious too. Josh, you're getting a little randy. Getting a little randy in there. I wonder when the Oscar Mayer jingle will show up on this list, asks Lawrence. Well, not quite yet, my friend. Number 5 on the list is... Now, this one actually does really chime with me. It jives with me. Because when I was a kid, I got caught calling this over and over and over, and to the point where they called back, and my mom answered, and they're like, "Can you please tell your son to stop calling?"
I had that problem with
4.
like looking for chihuahuas. I'm like, hey, so is this Ryan? I know this is his mother. Ryan's 7, and he's like, well, he's really interested in our chihuahuas. I'm like, no kidding. Well, let me tell you.
Oh, he's calling about chihuahuas for sale or something?
He did.
Aw.
And they had them
Buy the kid a chihuahua. What's wrong with you? You should get him a chihuahua now.
No, we already had 3 cows.
Cows and chihuahuas are 2 totally different
joking,
things.
I'm joking.
And you had...
But I was like, no, we're not
living on the
getting
farm.
chihuahua. But your son is very interested. Oh, he can be interested in anything he wants. But I'm not getting another dog.
And now he's a career chihuahua kidnapper. Dog
No.
napper.
He lives with his father.
He's a
like,
dog.
no.
He should become a dog catcher.
Well, he should.
All right, here we go. It is the Empire today.
588-2300 Empire.
1977. I was like 2. Same shit in 79 all the way up to now.
No, but they played this forever because I know it.
Yeah. Oh, so you know that one, but you don't know the Plop Plop Fizz Fizz. Huh. All right, let's do the next one on the list here. Number 4. This one is probably... The next 2 are your favorites. I thought of you, Holland, for the next 2. This one is the... where the hell did it go? Number 4. Yes, this one. It is the $5 footlong. So we all know you want a footlong, Holland.
Subway.
Yeah, you want a big old footlong.
No, that would hurt. That
Like
would
a
hurt.
meatball footlong.
No, that would hurt.
Yeah, well, you know, some people like that pain, you know, Holland? You know what I'm talking about.
Not me.
You don't like that? All right, whatever. What about Jared from Subway? Do you think that...
Jared.
Do you think he likes the $5 footlong?
Yeah,
or
probably he
probably got that in jail, right?
Probably did.
Being a chomo and everything, probably gave him a $5 footlong of his own. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
All right. Maybe it was a meatball. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. All right. Number 3 on the list. It is, for Lawrence, the Oscar Mayer wiener. Also Holland's favorite.
Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be. 'Cause if I were an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me.
Hell yeah, Holland. Everybody would
I
be in
have
love with
heard
you.
that one.
I'm sure you have. You probably heard of the Oscar Mayer sausage one too. Probably. I don't know. I'm being a dick. I'm sorry. See what I did there, bro? See what I did there, bro?
You're such a dick.
All right. Number 2. We'll roll through these really quick. Number 2 is the Kit Kat one.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a break.
Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
Give me a break. Holland is late. When is she gonna show up on time?
I had to work.
I don't care. I'm just playing with you. All right.
I don't get paid for this.
Last one. is the it's the McLovin' It, man. That's my kid's favorite. All right, we're done with this. That was great. You like that? Was that cool?
It was awesome.
All right. Thanks for playing along, everybody. I knew you'd like that footlong one. I mean, you say you don't like it, but we all know no means yes, you know.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, God, I'm glad that's gone. So, we got time. Last night, something happened to me.
No way.
Yeah, no, this
no
is important.
way.
I went for a walk, as I do often, with my brother, right? My older brother. Now, you know as well as
PJ.
anybody. Yeah, PJ is like my best friend. It's weird, besides, you know, Jaybird and Jimmy and Jamie and some other friends, you know. So we're walking. Now, I've talked about this before. It's no secret. My older brother is a master mason.
We know.
Freemason.
We all
Yeah.
know.
So I'm not going to rip on him being a biker guy now with the vest and all that. Like I always rip on him, you know.
His bros.
Yeah, just hey, brother, whatever. So we're going for a walk, and he's like, hey, man, I want to ask you something. It's very important. And I'm like, yeah, shoot, what is it? And he's like, I don't want you to think this is a Mason thing. It's not. There's nothing to do with Masonry, you know. And I'm like, okay, cool. He's like, because I can't ask you to be a Mason. If you want to be a Mason, that's up to you, and then you have to make it happen. And then you go there, and then if somebody likes you or whatever, then you find a sponsor, however that works.
You will not be a Mason. I'm telling you.
I'm not
now.
going to be a Mason. Yeah.
I know you, and you won't.
So he asks me, he goes, would you like to be a member of the Ancient and Honorable Order of Turtles?
No.
And I'm like, what the hell is that?
PJ said that to you?
Yeah. And he's like, well, it started in like World War II area, the time of World War II. And I've got it pulled up here to do a little research, but basically it started as an informal drinking club between World War II pilots, self-described as an honorable drinking fraternity composed of ladies and gentlemen of the highest morals and good character who are never vulgar. Never vulgar, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know about, you know, not being vulgar. That's kind of like, yeah, I mean, we're doing the show here, and I'm talking about you getting a foot long and whatnot, you know. So anyway, I start asking him, you know, questions about it, and turns out, oh my God, Penis Game Amy's a turtle. Do not say the word. I know Penis Game Amy. I'm not going to say the words. Brother. So I can ask you, though, Penis Game Amy, since you're listening and you're also a turtle. Are you a turtle? Are you a turtle, Amy? Are you a turtle? I pause, waiting for her answer. Anyway, so my brother asked me the qualifying questions last night, and I passed with flying colors. And I was then anointed as one ancient and honorable member of the Ancient and Honorable Order of Turtles. I am now a turtle. And I'm quite proud of it. And I'm allowed to also... Hell yeah, Amy! You bet your sweet ass I am! Woo! She really is a turtle! Look at her! Hell yeah! Oh my God. You're my first turtle friend besides my brother. Hell yeah. You know what he told me though? He's like, dude, 25 of us at the lodge, the Mason Lodge meeting, all became turtles at the same time. I get my pin and my honorary card tomorrow, and I will wear it proudly. I can't wait. I've got it pulled up here so y'all can see it. Let me see if I can, here we go. There you go. That's what the honorable turtle pin, lapel pin looks like. And I'm super excited about being a turtle. I heard some stories that there was an exchange between astronauts on one of the Apollo missions and ground control, and somebody on ground control was a turtle and asked one of the astronauts, "Are you a turtle?" And the astronaut has to answer either by saying, "You bet your sweet ass I am," or they have to buy you a drink. And that astronaut said, "Roger, I'll have a drink for you when I get back," or something like that. I believe one of the Kennedys, President Kennedy, was a turtle. Hell yeah. Hero and a half shell. Hey man, you know what? Some of you guys out there, Josh, Shane B, Lawrence, I wonder if any of you would like to be a turtle. Let me know. Hit me up. Are you guys among the ladies and gentlemen of the highest morals and good character who are never vulgar? We'll find out if you decide that you do indeed want to be a turtle, and if you can answer at least 4 correct questions out of the 20 available. We'll find out. We'll see. Yeah, Amy said she had the worst hangover after that. That's great. Anyway, yeah, so I'm a proud member of the Ancient and Honorable Order of Turtles. And that's the only, besides, being a NAMI certified mental health first aid worker and being a certified backflow repair specialist, and I'm a certified low emitting diode lighting contractor for the Garden Light Company in beautiful Tampa, Florida. It is what it is. I wonder how many other people are turtles out there. I can't believe Penis Game Amy is also a turtle. Hell yeah. Shane B says, morals, what are those? All right, well, I don't know if that's going to work, Shane B. I mean, if you don't know what morals are, probably not going to do it. Josh says, I got a few Masons as customers. No, thank you. You don't have to be a Mason to be a turtle, sir. I'm not going to be a Mason, but I am indeed. You bet your sweet ass I am a turtle. Mother effer. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's see here what it says here. According to Dennis P. McGowan of the Ancient and Honorable Order of Turtles, his father, the late Captain Hugh P. McGowan, U.S. Army Air Corps, U.S. Air Force Reserve, retired, and several pilots of the U.S. Army Air Corps 8th Air Force founded the Ancient and Honorable Order of Turtles in an officers' club while stationed in England during the Second World War. They were flying daytime bombing missions over Hitler's Third Reich. And we just wanted to have a little fun. We had seen a sign showing that the Ancient Order of Foresters and the Royal, come on, these words, the Antediluvian Order of Buffaloes would meet in the local pub. So he devised the name Ancient and Honorable Order of Turtles for the fun of it. It was not meant to be serious. It had no constitution or bylaws, and it was a relief from the horrors and dangers that they saw every day on their missions. It spread after the war through the VFW and American Legion posts, and eventually to Masonic groups, colleges, and even to the high schools of the United States of America. So there you go. There you have it. That's what it is. It seems like a good thing, and I'm proud to be a turtle. Oh, I think we're getting a phone call. Let's take it. Hell yeah. Save me. All right, here we go. Whoops. Did I hang up on? No. Oh, what? Bear with me. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show. Who dat?
I'm a turtle.
Hell yeah, you're a turtle. I'm a turtle. Are you a turtle?
You bet your sweet ass I am.
Hell yeah. Penis Game Amy. What's up, Amy?
Man, I did that back in the 90s, and I can still remember every single line, but I cannot remember what I did yesterday. It's just...
Green Bear.
Whoops, sorry. That's awesome. My brother asked me the qualifying questions during our walk last night, and I nailed the first 4 he gave me. I nailed each one of them with flying colors, and I was like, "Give me all 20, baby! I want to be I want to be like the master turtle. There's got to be a master turtle, I don't know, but
I don't know. But when I did it, every time you said a line, you had to take a drink, and if you said correctly, you had to take 2 drinks. So I mean, it was the most harrowing experience of my life, but I will never forget it for the rest of my life.
Well, get ready for new fun times with me, because we're both turtle siblings now.
Fucking A, we're brothers, man.
Do you know the secret turtle handshake?
I don't. No, it's evolved since I've done it.
Oh yeah. It's not even really a handshake. But it's not even really a secret, but I can do it on the camera. Are you watching?
No, I can't do 2 things at once.
Son of a bitch. Well, I'll do it anyway.
Okay.
You take this hand, put your thumb over it, so you make a fist, put your thumb over the top of your fist with your right hand. Then you take your left hand and you cup your right hand and put your thumb behind your other thumb. And then you take your thumb on your right hand and wiggle it up and down like a turtle head.
It sounds like a great masturbating sex.
Well,
Not for us, Amy.
Let's not be vulgar. Oh, Josh in the chat says turtle means his penis tucks in when he is stressed or scared. Have you ever seen a turtle's penis before? Penis game, Amy?
Actually, I have.
She swims all the time. She sees all the turtles.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I think about that.
She knows.
Yeah.
As a cyclist, we rescue turtles whenever they're crossing, trying
Amy,
to get across the road.
Amy,
So
they want you.
The turtles want you.
You're hot, and they want you.
everybody wants me.
They want a
Everybody
hot
wants me.
redhead.
Hey, Amy, one time I had two gopher tortoises in my yard, and I had
How? From where?
they were building the elementary
No way.
school behind my house, my old house
Which one?
in
Oh,
Port
no.
Richey. So these two gopher tortoises made it into my yard, and I put them in the back of my pickup truck, and I drove them out to the wilderness park to set them free in a safer area. And I was married at the time, and my wife was like, "I don't believe you. You're not
Married
taking
to which
there."
one?
The only time I've been married.
I'm just
So, I get this. I had my very first ever like camcorder back in the day. That's how long ago this was. It ran on AA batteries. It had the little tiny tape cassettes in it, And so I set the camera up on the top of my pickup truck, and I held up the turtle, both of them one at a time. And I was like, say bye to everybody on the camera. And I was doing it to prove to my wife at the time that I was actually at the wilderness park and like, look at me, I'm doing it. And when I lifted the turtle up, it got scared and its little tail came out and then his whole like anatomy came out, and it
So
like,
he was turned on by you.
no, he projectile pissed all over my chest.
I
Yeah.
don't think it was
Yes.
projectile.
It's
Similar experience.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Cause you're
Yes.
a fucking turtle. That's why.
I was on a bike ride and there was a massive turtle like in the middle of the road. I mean, like dinner plate size. So I picked him up to like move him to where he was going. And when I picked him up, and I had all my cycling friends around me, he started to piss like you wouldn't imagine. And it was just the most hysterical thing ever. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? They're like, get him away from you. He's pissing on you.
It's so gross, man. And it ruined my favorite t-shirt. I was so mad, and then I came back with no shirt on and my ex-wife was like, what, why, where's your shirt? What happened? Did you really go? And I was like, just watch the goddamn tape. Oh my God. It was ridiculous. It really was. But so Holland, have you ever seen a turtle's penis?
I'm not.
Do you want to tonight? Cause I'm a turtle. Woo!
God damn.
Sorry. It's Woo Wednesday,
All right, let's see your penis. Pull it out. Let's see.
I'm not excited
I'm
about
still
it.
waiting to see your penis.
Still waiting for the dick pic. Are you?
Yep.
Now, here's the thing. Men love seeing photographs of us.
Well, yeah, because you're
but
soft
we don't
and curvy
care.
and
We don't
pretty.
care. We don't care when we see.
Yeah, because we're
Male-
hairy and
male
wrinkly and
anatomy.
gross.
No.
Oh, guys, penis game, Amy. This is a story for you. Definitely. And Holland, you'll appreciate this. Speaking of penises. So, I'm calling them out right now. I'm not going to show it, but I'm calling them out right now. That same night before our walk, my older brother sends me a text message and it says, ready. That's what we do. We text like ready or here, and that way we know that it's time to come outside and go for our walk, especially if it's cold, And he sends me a text message that says ready. And then the next text message is an image and I'm waiting for it to load because it was kind of it wasn't really a big image, but it was, so it loads and I clearly could see it was my Corvette on my driveway. And I looked closer and my brother did a Step Brothers and he put his ball sack on my car, dude. And I zoomed in on it and I'm like, God, that is the most disgusting. Like there was one big blue vein and it looked wet, like wet. Why is it wet? And I asked him, I'm like, dude, that's in your pants when we go for walks. It's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
That means PJ loves you so much. He took the time out to find that image to send it to you.
Yeah.
Aren't you happy?
Dave the drummer in the chat's like,
PJ is a good brother.
Your brother sent you a dick pic and Holland's like, nah, he's a good brother.
He is. I love
He put
PJ.
his balls on my car.
No, PJ is a good guy.
My question is, did he put his penis and then shoot his load?
No,
Thank God. No, I don't know if he's capable
PJ
of
is
that.
a
He's
gentleman.
he's so old he comes dust. It would have been
He's
like
not, no, well, no, he showed me
my
otherwise,
God.
but
So
anyway.
Think about it though, like he took the shaft and held it in his hand so I couldn't see that part, I probably didn't have much trouble doing that because it's probably tiny, And
It's not, but carry on.
Jesus, Holland. And then his ball sack looked like they had just one big ball in it. That's it. Like, it wasn't like two.
Gross.
It was so gross.
Ew.
Yeah. Penis Game Amy, I'm going to send you that picture later. Yeah, so
Okay, great. Thank you.
just so you can see my car. It's a really cool car.
Yeah,
Dear
it
Jesus.
is. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Lord, forgive him for his sins, as they are many.
Dave the drummer
And
says,
let him into heaven anyway.
props to my brother for the best prank ever. I don't know, bro. I've done some pretty good pranks too, and it doesn't involve my junk. You know what I mean? I guess it was pretty good. But like, and then there was like, I went and I was like, where exactly on my car was that? Was that on the passenger right front fender? And he's like, yeah, somewhere right around here. And I looked and there was a little like humid spot, like as it was cold out. There's like a little warm spot, kind of moist. It was so gross.
No, don't say moist. No.
It was moist as hell. Penis
Don't
Game
say moist.
It was so
Nope.
moist.
Why, you gotta prong that word too?
She doesn't like that word. Yeah.
I don't like moist.
I don't understand it because you're a swimmer, and you would think like your wetsuit
Everything
is moist.
would be moist.
Yeah, everything's moist.
Sorry. Oh, we're getting another caller. They want to talk about moist.
All right,
Who is it?
Amy, stand by. Finally, somebody wants to talk to Amy instead
All
of
right,
her just
here we
hitting on
go,
Shane
here we
B all
go,
the
here we
time.
go.
All right, hold on a second. All right, let me merge these calls here together. Hold on a second here. There we go. Hey, oh, wait.
I think it's Shane.
Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holland Show with Kevin Holland and Penis Game Amy. Who's that?
It's Shane.
No, it's not. It sounds like Lawrence.
He said shaft.
Oh my god.
That was cool.
No, I'm gonna
Hey,
get.
Davis, maybe we should try that.
I know who this is, but
Hey, Lawrence, have you ever seen a turtle's penis before?
Lawrence.
No.
Lawrence, I've been begging
Yes.
to ask you this all week.
Yes, Holland.
You said that you had your hair cut. Who cut
Yeah.
your fucking hair?
Not me. I went to a
Obviously,
barber shop and
who did it?
It looks good, Holland.
What
we
were
got a barber shop.
what were your instructions to your hairstylist?
I said to the guy, scissor cut,
Yeah.
layered,
Yeah.
no part in the middle. That's how I've always had it.
Oh my god! Listen.
I like your hair. You got a nice.
No, he needs to have the sides way
Thanks.
shorter.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll make it happen. Send him some scissors in the mail.
You know what? I want to be in charge of your hair. I know.
Okay.
I know. I'll probably never see you, but
We'll fly you up there.
next time.
Give him a haircut. Avoid the
Please.
tornadoes.
Oh my god! If anyone has any money, please fly me up there. I'll go stay with Colin, or not Colin.
With
I'm
Lawrence,
sorry,
yeah.
Lawrence for a week, and I'm gonna give
If you
him
stay
that
with
haircut.
Colin, his wife will be like, "Who's this? What is she doing?" Blah, 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 blah.
Colin doesn't
I'm
have
just,
a wife.
I'm just kidding,
but
Colin.
anyway.
Yeah, he does.
No,
He's got 8 children.
No, he just.
He's got a wife and 8 children.
He doesn't have a wife.
Okay.
Anyway.
Penis Game Amy. What do you think about?
Yeah.
Have you seen Lawrence's hair?
I have not.
Okay.
Really? He just shaved and he got like, and I'm like, what about your fucking haircut?
Well, okay. Let's. I wonder if we could make Lawrence a turtle.
Yeah, okay.
If we made Lawrence a turtle,
Yeah.
Lawrence, would you be interested in becoming a turtle? A member of the
He's a
ancient.
fucking grown ass man. Why would he want to be a turtle?
Did you not just hear everything I taught? No, you went to the You
It is
stepped out.
a sacred order, Holland.
Yes,
you
Holland.
have no idea
For fuck's
the
sake.
pain
All
that
right.
you go through to become a turtle.
Yeah.
All right.
Turtle.
Lawrence, are you ever vulgar?
Oh, yeah.
He's always vulgar.
I don't know if we can do this.
He's vulgar.
I don't know if we can make this work.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I feel stupid. I asked Lawrence if he's ever seen a turtle's penis, and I'm such a dumbass. You know? You're like, no.
He's blind. He
I don't-
can't.
Have you ever touched a turtle's penis before?
He's blind. He doesn't know.
Me neither. Well, now that I'm a
fuck's
turtle.
sake.
No
For fuck's
comment
sake.
from me.
For fuck's sake.
Oh, how do we lighten the mood? I'll tell you how we lighten the mood.
Grainberry, healthy cereal for your family.
God, I love that so much. I could fall asleep to that.
That
Oh,
old,
I'm sorry. Sorry.
the old dude that I sleep on the couch at his house, he eats that grainberry.
No, does he go to the Grain
His
and Berry,
blue-
the restaurant?
I have no idea. I don't.
'Cause that's
care. I
different.
don't know what he does.
I don't know. I mean,
I sleep on his couch. I don't know.
I got a
I
question.
give him $500 a month, and I don't sleep on his couch.
Penis game, Amy. Have you ever eaten a turtle before?
No, I have not.
I have.
Have you really?
I've eaten a turtle. I've eaten a lamb's head. I've eaten a gator. I've eaten a octopus, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, turtles specifically can be eaten.
What does the turtle taste like?
Chicken.
That's
But
what
I'll tell you
gator tastes like to me. That's
Yeah,
what
but you
gator
know
tastes
what-
like in your head.
Yeah, but Lawrence,
Some
Lawrence,
stuff with-
It's a little
Lawrence,
gooey.
do you know what gator tastes like?
You just said
kinda-
fucking chicken.
Liver.
It tastes a little like chicken.
No,
Really?
it does not. It tastes like liver.
Amy, I thought you would say that turtle tastes like a little
It tastes
salty.
like liver. No, it tastes
a little
like liver.
cucumber, a little
It
saltiness.
tastes like liver. Let's be true.
No, a turtle. I'm just saying.
Liver, like over by our house, at the Varsity, they have it. You know where the Varsity is?
They have turtle there?
They did.
Really?
It tastes like fucking liver, and I hate liver.
I've never had liver, but I'll throw down some turtle if it's a female. You know what I'm saying?
For fuck's sake.
I'm just saying. All right, listen. We're up against a hard break, a network break. Got to do it. Got to do
You
it.
said hard.
Ah!
Are you hard? I'm looking at his cock. I'm looking at his cock right now, and
How are you?
it's not that.
I've got pants on.
I can still see where your cock should be.
I told my brother with
She
that
has
picture, I was like, that looks like your penis, only smaller.
She has X-ray vision.
Yeah, she does, right? It's ridiculous. All right,
I'm looking
Amy,
at it
Lawrence.
right now. I can see it.
No, you can't. I'm turning my back to you. All right, Amy. Penis Game Amy, Lawrence Ross. Lawrence, real quick, tell us how we can listen to your show because I just pimped it out earlier.
You can check out the Lawrence Ross Show on your favorite podcasting platform. It's also live 7 p.m. Friday nights Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Eastern on tf52.com or radiochaos.net, KAOS.net, and make sure
Holland.
make sure check out the album.
Holland.
Yeah. And make sure you check out The Blind Man Cometh because I know you mentioned Jared earlier because there's a track in there about Jared Fogle, track number 10. The diss track about Jared Fogle, so go check that out.
Very good. Hell yeah. Penis Game Amy, we'll be in touch with you as well about your swim. I know that's coming up soon. You're training for it. We didn't even get to talk about it. I love talking to you about that. And, of course,
I want
throwing
Amy to
jokes at
win. She doesn't think she doesn't believe in herself.
She does too. She's
does
a
not.
realist. She's a turtle. She's a realist.
She needs
That's
to
what
believe
turtles
in
do.
herself. She'll win.
Hey, real quick, Amy, before we go to break, are you a turtle?
You bet your sweet ass I am.
Hell yeah. We'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show after this.
You're listening to WBRFM, real radio for real people.
Hi, this is Lisa London, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
Hi, this is Andrew from the Harps, and you're listening to IRM. Enjoy it!
Uncle Sam, he wants you, but not Kevin Holly. Like Trump said, no in the army.
Hey, this is a cat named Mo from 102.5 The Bone, and you are listening to The Kevin Holly Show on Internet Radio. Don't call it a podcast.
Hi, this is Andrew from the Harps, and you're listening to iHeart Radio. Enjoy it!
ride like a paradise. You can see me roll 13 like a paradise. Look into my soul for love for Mary Jane, Spider-Man, Kush, Peter Parkin. On the flame, everywhere I go, everything I say. Never back down, cause we're here to stay. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. Because I roll up, roll out, roll out. There's not a thing I wouldn't do. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you. I wanna smoke it with you.
Matt Williams on The Kevin Holly Show. He takes the will out of your will to live.
Hi, this is Kevin Holly, host of The Kevin Holly Show on the IRN Internet Radio Network. Catch me this week on To Catch a Predator. Wait, what? Who wrote this? What? No. Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob. Trucker Rob. Drive a truck. Trucker Rob. Driving trucks is all he wants to do. Drive a truck. Trucker Rob. Driving trucks because he loves you.
When something is consummated, that means that two people got fucked, and then you're coming along and 9 months later, asshole.
You came out the asshole? So did I.
I don't know how much these guys are. They're limited.
What the fuck? Well, why did I deserve that, man?
Fucking, one of them went to a walk-in college, and the other one didn't go very far to school at all. He only lived a couple blocks away.
Walk-in college. It's such a thing in the past. Walk-in colleges.
Chris Glick on the Kevin Holly Show. When he's in the room, he's chatting off.
Fuck this podcast coming straight from the underground. A young nigga got a bag 'cause I'm not brown. And I'm the other color, so my co-hosts think they have the authority to talk for the majority. Fuck that shit, 'cause I ain't the one for a homeless motherfucker with a mic and some puns to be beaten on. He's really pale, he can go blow Joe in the middle of a sale. Fucking with me, 'cause I'm a broadcaster. With a co-host who's drunk and plastered. Jay's sitting in his car, listening to a podcast, thinking every wigger is busting a podcast. You never see me in the pen or Pop's Jim Nall walking Chuck's dogs. Beat a podcast out of shape, and when I'm finished, bring the yellow tape to take off the scene of the slaughter and keep homeless Chuck away from your daughter. I don't know if Jay's a fag or what, patting Kevin down and showing his nuts, and on the other hand, homeless Chuck, he never gets none, not from a black or a white woman, 'cause he falls down on the street top. Homeless Chuck solicits sex from a black cop. Jay-Bird will swarm on any motherfucker with a gold microphone. Just because I'm from Newport Richie, punk podcasts are afraid of me. A young wigger on a warpath. And when I'm finished, it's gonna be my podcast with Pops, Homeless Chuck, and Jay. Yo, Jay, I got something to say. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Fuck this podcast. Yeah, fuck this podcast. Fuck you, Camden. Fuck you, Jay. Fuck you, Homeless Chuck. What's up, Pops? Yeah. What's up, Pops? Yeah. Fuck this podcast.
day, another time. We can live another life. It's time for us to break away, but now you're scared to say that you will never be afraid. It's time for us to break away, but now you're scared to say that you will never be afraid.
My name is Morgan Freeman, and you're listening to The Kevin Holly Show.
The presenters are just so funny, and the music is really good.
You're listening to WBRFM, real radio for real people.
Welcome back, everybody. We are live, and we're going to do the second segment of the Kevin Holly Show right now. Oh, whoa, what's that noise? Here we go. I got a caller on the line here. Let me plug him in real quick. Yeah, if I can find it. There we go. All right. Hell yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, yeah. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show. Who's that?
Colin.
What's up, Colin?
What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
I think I heard my name earlier.
You heard your name earlier. Yeah. Your ears are ringing. What's going on, man? How you been, dude? It's been like over a week since I've heard your beautiful voice.
Yeah, it's been like 2 weeks now.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm busy. I'm a busy guy. No, I had to take a week off.
I'm glad to hear your voice instead of Shane Beans for the last 3 days in a row on every single show I listen to. So,
shots fired. That's hilarious. I love Shane B, dude. You should. You know what? I'm gonna pull up this video. I want you to hear this. All right. You might not be able to see.
I
it.
was just DMing him the other day when
Yeah?
he was taking shots on the other Kevin.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I want to talk to Shane about that. But yeah, that's hilarious, man. That guy's a douche. He really is, man. That Kevin. I don't like to talk smack about people. You know what I mean? But that guy he rubbed me the wrong way. And then seeing him go back and forth with Shane B, who's a great dude, you know, was just stupid, dude. It really was, you know. Let's see if I can...
you lose that fight every single time.
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. You know, my fucking single parent iPhone 6 here is giving me a little trouble with the download of the video that I sent Shane B. You gotta be kidding me. Let's see if this is it right here. I was just like so stupid after we got off the phone. He's like, go to bed, you know? And I'm like, I text him a video and I'm like, I love you, man. You know, like, I love you, man. It was so stupid, dude.
Yeah, apparently, you know, we got, you know, Martin Luther King Jr. Day off, and then I guess he got like an extended, you know,
hold on,
black person week off because
hold on,
he's just been calling in every show, hasn't been at work.
Hold on a second. He got a week off. Hold on. I'm gonna merge you in. I think this is Shane B on the phone here. Hold on a second. Here, let's do this. Oh, we're gonna have Clash of the Titans here on the phone. Let's see if this works. There we go. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show with Kevin and Colin. Who's that?
Man, fuck a Kevin Bow beard, fucking bullshit ass. Nobody heard your ass. Look here, man. Doing open mics at a fucking dive bar is not count as a comedy career, man. Who the fuck this
That's
guy
my
thinks
homie.
he is? All I know is this motherfucker ran like a bitch.
Yeah.
He tried to go at me in Messenger. Check out my Facebook for that whole little conversation, faggot.
He just dropped an F-bomb. That's great. You know what? I think. Listen, here's where I stand with the F word. Okay, the word fag or faggot. Okay, like it's become. I know. I've told guests that have come into the studio like, hey, listen. There's a couple things we don't make Hitler or Holocaust jokes, and we don't drop F-bombs, you know what I mean, or N-bombs. But there is an exception.
That just slipped out naturally. This dude's got me worked up.
That's
Yet I'm
okay.
laughing at the same time.
That's what I'm trying to say, Shane. It's like if you're going to use that word in a derogatory form on a daytime show where anybody could be listening, then yeah, it's taboo. It's radio taboo. But if you're going to say it amongst friends, like calling your older brother, you know, you're not disparaging gay people by doing that. And, you know, I understand, like, we don't like to use the R word either, because, you know, we all have friends or family that has somebody that might be on the spectrum or whatever. And it's offensive if they hear you say that, they might get upset. But those people should not be listening to adult programming because they might hear something like that. So either you have thick skin and you can deal with that program, or you change the channel. And that being said, I still don't like to use those words, but in this sense, you know, Kevin Bo Bearden or whatever his name is not a gay dude or a flaming crusading homosexual. You know what I mean? So to get worked up, well, you never allegedly, but to get worked up because he's pushing your buttons and then you know, let that word slip. It's not because you're making fun of gay people. It's because you're just cutting on a guy that has already cut on you. I saw your texts back and forth. The guy was a total dick to you, Shane B. He was a total dick to you. And all you did was, you know, call him out for the stupid shit that he said. And that's to be expected. If you say something stupid, then you should expect to be called out for it. It's that simple. And if that person gets called out for it and then retaliates by cutting you down, what do they call that? Ad hominem? They're no longer ripping on the subject matter. Instead, they're taking personal attacks on the person talking about the subject matter. You know what I mean? So the guy deserved it. He just deserved that F-bomb. And I'm all for it.
This is the beauty of it. I didn't really attack the guy. He said some pilots don't know when they're upside down. It's just like, did you really just say that? It's already bad enough hearing you call in every day. It entertains him. That's fine. It's his show. Shannon don't put up with him no more. Justin don't put up with it. Justin has fun with him. And that's about what this guy needs to be. I've had several people try to find out who this guy is, whether it be in our groups and other friends of mine, other YouTubers, other people, just all over media. Nobody can find anything on this guy.
Yep.
As comedy career-wise. But he sits and touts himself as a former #1 comedian or something. Dude, really?
I don't believe it.
It's a lack of life I'm feeding off of this guy.
Wait, did you say you're beating off this guy?
You're at Stand Up Live in Huntsville, that's for sure.
Well, here's my deal with the guy. I'm an aspiring radio host, you know, talk show host. Let's just say that, right? And 7 years in the business, and I'm still not getting paid. You know what I mean? Which is fine. A starving artist, if you will. But, okay, here's the thing. I would love the opportunity. Like, I just had this discussion today with a friend, okay? I would love the opportunity to be on terrestrial radio, but I can't be like a DJ, like not a DJ, but the guy DJ, you know what I mean? I can't be a fourth mic on a show because it doesn't pay enough and I have to make enough money to raise my family, you know? So my only option in terrestrial radio would be to have an agent and be shopped around and be a host or a co-host and have a salaried position. So it's been 7 years. It's not looking that good. You know what I mean? But that opportunity still exists. Maybe I'm not proactive enough. Maybe I don't do enough air checks, whatever it might be. But when a guy like Kevin Bo Bearden approaches me on social media out of the blue, I have no idea who this guy is. And he private messages me and says, I should pull it up, man. I hate to be that guy that goes all out and pulls up stuff like this. But the way that he approached me was eerie. You know, hey, I want to sign you. I'm friends with Larry the Cable Guy, you know, and can I come to Florida? Yeah, he's like, can I come to Florida? I would love to crash at your place. Stuff like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? And so I click on his profile and stuff. And, you know, every one of his posts has like 1 or 2 interactions, and that's it. And there's no links to any of his work. There's no links to any of his clients if he's an agent, like he claimed. You know what I mean? And I didn't quite understand what the hell was happening. And then I hear him on all of these other shows, and it's like, here, I pulled it up right here. Not friends on Facebook. Doesn't seem to have, does he have 2 profiles maybe?
And Kevin, he got about an hour of time on a midday show on a network.
Yeah, how? Is Ed Till
exactly.
that? Is he fooled? Does he like him?
I don't
Do they know each other?
I think Ed just keeps him in the back pocket because he knows he's gonna say something crazy again.
I don't know, man. I got him pulled up here, but there's no messages. I must have deleted them. Let's see if I can click on his. That's so weird to me. Why is there no? I didn't block him or anything. I don't think. I don't understand it. I don't know. View profile maybe. Let me see here. So I got him pulled up. He's a weird looking guy too. Roll Tide. All right.
Yeah, ain't he? Ain't he? He looks like failure.
It says freelance comedy artist, former actor at Blog TV. Artistist, yeah. So you look at his posts, and here's he tags Ed Till 6 hours ago. Excellent show today. Thanks for allowing me to have so much airtime. I never would have began listening or watching your show had I not been a fan of your show. That makes no sense. And now to think that I pick up fans on my own every day. I'm sure glad we get along.
I've never
so
been
well.
listening to your show, Ed, if I didn't have an hour airtime.
Yeah, right.
A lot to me.
But guess how many people?
Hey, did I tell you that same joke I told last week? I'm gonna tell it again.
Nobody clicked the like button. It's been 6 hours. Even Ed didn't click the like button, and he's always up. And then his next one, Ed Till, tell your pal Shane B, I'll match him wit for wit with an all improv comedy show. And since he's a
couldn't
professional,
even do that on Facebook Messenger.
Oh, man.
You couldn't stay in the messaging thread with me. He ran like a coward.
and then blocked you.
Tell me you gonna match wits with me, son?
And he can't even tag you because he blocked you. You know? Here, let's see here in the chat room. Karen says, Kevin approached me out of the blue, didn't stop messaging me until I called him out on sounding drunk when he calls into the shows. He didn't like that, and then he stopped talking to me.
This dude is desperate for a friend, man. He's going through all the Florida Man Facebook profiles and trying to find a friend.
Yeah, and
he ain't finding no friends.
He's probably a nice guy. I mean, I remember Yofre saying something about he made T-shirts and he gave one to Yofre, and then he later in life asked for it back. I'm gonna need that T-shirt back. It's like that's the what is that? The original one? You know, like, what is that, man? I don't know, man.
I gotta return that T-shirt back to the shop.
Can I get $10 for that T-shirt? I need that money. I don't understand it, man. And he seems like he's on the right side of politics. He seems like a fairly intelligent person. You know, he's very well spoken.
Sticky.
I don't get it, Colin. Sticky, maybe. I don't know. Axel in the chat says, I think you give that guy too much attention. But you know what though? He's putting himself out there for that attention. And if you get in a tussle with this guy, okay, like Shane just did, or like Karen and I had a weird experience with him messaging us, you kind of have to give the guy some attention. You have to. Otherwise, he's going to keep tagging you. You know what I mean? That's like the worst thing on social media is when somebody keeps relentlessly tagging you and you don't want to participate. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to participate.
I bet, bro.
No, I like when you do that, Colin.
He gonna fuck around and I'm gonna make a YouTube video about his ass. He's fucking around, man.
He's gonna be like, that dude fucking sucks, man.
That dude motherfucking sucks, man.
Shane B's not amused.
I'll just call him a racist and nonchalantly back out the way.
Oh, come on. Those two down like that.
Oh, that's great, man. That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I wanted to pull that on him before he ran out the little messages attack he did on me. I was like, oh, you don't like me because I'm black. But,
Josh in Josh in the chat says, I blocked him after he was bombarding the chats. I couldn't see shit from people. Yeah, there's too much going on. That's a great point, Josh. Like, there's too much going on. You, at some point, dude, like sometimes when you have something on your mind, you're in a group chat or you're in a comment thread on social media, and you might write a paragraph, or you might go back and forth with one person on that thread. And it takes up a lot of real estate, if you will, on that thread or in that private chat. And it becomes annoying because you can't see what other people are saying unless you scroll past the paragraph. And then you don't want to miss what that paragraph said because you want to be in alert in the mix, if you will. And it creates like a headache, like a traffic jam, like a bottleneck. You know what I mean? Like I recently had some people trying to correct me on a meme that I shared. It wasn't even my meme, and it was about the vaccines or whatever.
Yeah.
And these people would
Just
not
so
run
wrong.
off. Yeah, they're like writing a book. Well, look at this study, look at that study, and I'm like, well, look at this study and look at that study. It says the exact opposite of what you're saying. So why are we arguing? If you're not going to look at the studies that I'm showing, but you're forcing me to look at your studies, otherwise I can't keep scrolling because I don't want to not see what you said. I said Nazi. Because I don't want to not see what you said, because then I might not be relevant in the next comment. You know what I mean? And it creates this uncomfortable situation on social media that everybody can see. And if you don't respond to it, then you look like the dick that's been defeated. When in reality, you haven't been defeated. You just are like in the middle of reading a paragraph that you don't have time to read. You know, I don't know where these people find the time to do that. You know, I mean, I might post a lot, but it's because I do it while I'm pooping, or I'll do it while I'm waiting for my next gig or my next, job estimate or whatever it might be. You know what I mean? So I'm sitting in a parking lot eating a sandwich and I'm scrolling, playing on my Facebook. But these people, it feels
Shane's
like...
Shane's been enjoying Martin Luther King week, I guess, because he's been off and just gallivanting on everybody.
Yeah, he made me fall down.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I only got one day off, man.
No, what I'm enjoying is Martin Luther King, one of his sons, using the man's birthday and his day of recognition to talk about this alleged bad voting bill that Georgia has.
Right.
That's so against minorities. I'm like, really? This is how you want to honor your father's legacy? You people don't know anything about your father's legacy. You know, MLK was a Republican. And you never hear that.
Right.
But they try to use that man to push their narrative. No. This man will be appalled by what you people are doing and talking about and trying to push.
Amen, dude.
You don't use a racist.
This is why I summoned Shane D by bringing up Kevin. You can talk about that right there.
Look at us all getting along.
It's weird, huh?
Yeah, well,
we were in goddamn Hawaii at a local Waikiki bar.
Dude, Josh in the chat,
man, Colin,
he's killing me, dude.
Colin knows the deal. Colin knows the deal. He up when he heard what's going on with that freak. Let's use that word for him then. Freak. That's God.
I don't, when I think it was like a month ago. It wasn't on the holiday, but Joe Biden said that the George Floyd incident was more powerful and more world renowned than anything Martin Luther King did, and being paraphrasing it, and that was appalling, absolutely appalling. That's like saying the insurrection was as bad as the Pearl Harbor. Because you think about it, it wasn't just how many people died in Pearl Harbor, but it was the repercussions afterwards. We bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and how many hundreds of thousands of people died and are still suffering from that. You know what I mean?
Oh no, they said Pearl Harbor and 9/11.
And
forget that.
Yeah, but don't forget. And so okay, Colin. So then let's think about what the repercussions after 9/11 were. A 15 or 18-year war in Afghanistan, Pakistan, Iraq. You know what I mean? How many people died then?
I was there.
Yeah, so comparing the insurrection to how many thousands of people, not just on the day of 9/11, but after, in the next 18 years. You know what I mean? It is just appalling that this administration is talking like that. It's not just appalling. It's not fact. It's not
disrespectful.
fact-based.
Is what it
Yeah,
is.
that too. I just, and then people are like, oh, well, bring back the funny, Kevin. Quit talking about politics. I'm sorry. This is current events too. You know what I mean? It's current events. And some of it's funny. You know, Joe Biden eating an ice cream cone. That's kind of funny. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of humor involved. I mean, they did it for 5 years with Trump. And then people are like, well, that's whataboutism. You can't just say, what about Trump? Well, they can't. You can't compare what Trump did with what's happening now. You can't just use whataboutism. And I think, well, whataboutism is just an excuse for them to not admit that they were wrong. They just claim whataboutism instead. You know? No, I'm sorry, but you can't erase history by saying, well, you can't say what about this, what about that. No, that really happened. It really happened. So forget whataboutism is out the window for me. It can go either way on either party, either side of the aisle, and I'm tired of it. Man, how do I not have an agent like Kevin Bo Bearden at this point in my life?
I'm sorry. Well, one of your heads of your party, or one of your biggest voices in your party, says they wish for Barron Trump, a child, to be stuck in a cage with a legal and anally, blah blah blah. You're like, wow. But as soon as somebody says, "Let's go, Brandon,"
oh no,
danger to our democracy, and we're like, oh, you've been screaming "fuck Trump" for 4, 5, 6 years. You ran after articles of impeachment.
It wasn't the Republicans that made that up. They did it themselves. They made "Let's Go, Brandon."
You know,
your own newscaster trying to cover it up created the greatest saying ever. How many songs have been made that have been taken off from folksy to rap to rock? I'm like, wow.
You know what else? This is something that hits me really hard. Okay. Now my numbers might be off just a hair. Okay. But off the dome, there was, in 2020, during the presidential election, the United States of America had approximately 153 million registered voters. Okay. Now, historically, during a presidential election, you usually would get somewhere between a 40% to 60% voter turnout, meaning that, and I don't mean to mansplain this to you gentlemen, but meaning that, 40 to 60%, 40 to 60% of those registered voters,
math. Go ahead.
They actually voted. You know what I mean? So you'd have like a 40 to 60% turnout. So think about, what's half of 153 million, 75, 80 million people would actually vote. Now, if you have 153 million registered voters, 81 million go to Biden, 71 million go to Trump, you're at almost, upwards of 90% voter turnout. That's never happened. Not even close. It's mathematically impossible because people die, people move, people, they emigrate, people, are incarcerated and lose their right to vote. All kinds of things happen. People just don't vote. People decide not to vote, whatever. And the argument on the other side is, well, so many people didn't want Trump, so they all showed up to vote. Or the other argument, go with me on this, is that they made it so easy with ballot harvesting and voting from home, if you will, that more people were able to vote. Well, then they use that as wheelbarrows bringing votes in the back door. You know what I mean? So how on earth do you end up with a 90% voter turnout? I don't believe it. I think that looking at it mathematically like that, Trump won in a landslide. It's obvious. And it's also proven obvious by the fact that even in blue states, you don't see bumper stickers or signs in yards or people wearing Build Back Better hats or anything like that. In fact, his approval rating at 33% would probably go to show that there's not enough Republicans to bring it down that low. There's Democrats that are also saying we don't approve. That's why that number's so low. You know what I mean? So
it's a horrible realization to have a lack of faith in the voting system when the corruption is right there in your face. It's been proven here in Fulton County, where the city of Atlanta resides. They stopped counting because of a quote unquote water main break. Come to find out, it was a toilet that overflowed.
Well, I mean,
and you had the video. The video was right there. Oh yeah, that was just their luggage. All right, yeah, their luggage just goes straight in the machine. okay.
And then they're putting up
How
the
are we ever supposed to trust another election?
exactly, and they're putting up the poster boards on the windows so people cannot actually watch. And they said that's because they were intimidating us. They were intimidating us.
Right.
How are they intimidating you if you stopped counting the votes? If you're no longer counting the votes and you put those window screens up, how are you being intimidated? There's nobody there to watch you count votes because you're not fucking counting the votes. You know what I mean? They stopped counting in all 5 swing states. And then you add to the mix that, and I know we're going off on a tangent here, but you add to the mix that they changed the laws without going through the state legislature, but instead with executive orders from the governors. Yep. That's illegal.
Yep.
Those votes should not count. Those states should do so like you said, Colin, how do we trust the next one? How do we trust that our votes count? And now how many people aren't going to vote because they don't think their vote's going to count? You know what I mean? So now you got these numbers skewed to get, and when they do these.
Colin didn't say that.
Was that you? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt you, but yeah, Shane said that.
My bad. Yeah, it's hard to drive the bus sometimes.
I know.
Oh, you think all angry
I know we
people
sound alike?
Yeah, y'all sound the same. Oh, that's hilarious.
This dude here.
I'm there to number question these midterms, man. I mean, you got to get those machines out of there. No, none of this mail-in balloting crap, blah, 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 blah. But my biggest thing is I'm tired of being told because, I'm black, I'm being oppressed because they're making it harder for me to vote.
Bullshit.
I have an ID. I'm not a felon. Guess what I can do? I can vote.
Yeah, hold on. Stand by.
My God.
Stand by. Hold on. Here we go. All right, we're going to pull one more caller in here. Let's do this. All right, stand by, caller. Shane, Colin, I have a point to this. What you just said, Shane, about being oppressed and not being allowed to vote, like it's some racist, policy. Last time I checked, we had the highest amount of voter turnout in the history of our country. So if 90+% of registered voters were able to go out and vote, who's being oppressed? Who's not allowed to vote? Whose vote didn't count?
That numbnuts Biden even said that out of his own mouth.
It's ridiculous.
They're trying to talk about the restriction of voting and the oppression, and then said,
shit, if you're dead, you can fucking vote.
Yeah.
Like, wait a minute, idiot. Did you hear what you just said?
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Did the earpiece fizz out?
So we gotta did the earpiece fizz. Did you that presser he did today was he was pausing and they were telling him in his earpiece. It was so obvious, man. How do I say this? How do I say this? And he's listening and then he's like, blah, 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 blah. So we've got another caller on the line. You're on the line with myself, Kevin, and Colin and Shane B. Who's that?
All right, this is Kevin. Hey, Kevin, this is a great name, Kevin.
Oh.
Airplanes don't have altimeters.
Yes, they do, sir.
No.
Oh my God.
No. In airplanes, so there's not like 3. There's none. What the hell y'all talking about?
I remember. No, I disagree, sir. I remember in the movie Top Gun when.
No, he was upside down, flipping a motherfucker off.
He was inverted.
He was introverted.
I was inverted. That's proof. It's proof.
Maybe you're an uneducated, unemployed.
Colin Wacker.
Tell me about
altimeters. I can say the N-word on Kevin's show, so.
Josh on the phone. What's up, man? This guy.
It's George Boy. All right.
George Boy. You ever seen a turtle's penis before, Josh?
No, I have not.
Oh, stand by. Here we go.
I'm glad I'm off of the live stream here.
Oh, I mean, don't count your chickens before they're hatched. If you know what I'm saying. Turtles lay eggs too. I know for a fact. I mean,
I'm pretty sure his mustache has seen some turtle penis because it's very, very waxy.
He just said mustache. It's very waxy. You wax your mustache? Do you?
I used to. I haven't done it in a while, but don't judge me. I
Josh.
do have ass wax.
Josh's mustache has more talent than Kevin Booker.
It's even more redneck than that man is too.
I mean, listen, I hate to rip on a guy. Like, I was telling Shane B privately, like, I hope the guy doesn't have a hit list because we're talking shit about him, you know, like that ugly dude from Happy Gilmore, you know, with the lipstick.
He's put on lipstick right now.
Samesies.
Facebook star show just to hear what everybody's saying about him.
I mean, I don't know. I would think that he would be jumping in. Oh my God, he jumped in. He's in. He's in the chat.
I'm waiting on him to call your show.
Welcome, Kevin. Just some whats and some question marks, but hey, man, listen, I'm not gonna.
Which chat?
I'm not gonna beat around the bush here.
I want every piece of it.
No. Now calm down a second here, Shane B. Let's all be civil. Let's all be adults. Let's all be adults. Okay.
Run from me, you coward.
Be an adult. Hold on. You'll have your chance. You've already gone back and forth together with each other. Okay. I gotta land the plane here, if you will. Okay. So.
Don't be you watch your altimeter. Hey, when that blood rushes to the top of your head, you're upside down.
The black part's supposed to be on the bottom, okay? White part on top.
I blame
5G.
I blame 5G, man. They've been testing it. He knows probably, you know? I don't know. Like, all right, so we've and I've been very vocal about not talking shit about other people. Okay? We're all human beings. We're all adults. We're all grown-ass men. All right?
No, we're just talking about aircraft instruments.
Let's.
I don't know, but,
no.
I mean,
come on, man.
Come on, man. You're kind of half grown. You're
That's bullshit. Oh shit! All right, hold on. Everybody, stand by. Hold on. Oh God, this is. All right, hold on. Okay, we're okay. Caller, you are on the phone with Shane B, Colin, Josh, myself, Kevin Hawley. Who's that?
Yes, this is Kevin. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you doing, sir?
No, I'm just happened to tune in. I saw my name come up, and I'd like to check in, see what's going on.
Not a whole lot. Nobody's
talking about your fuck ass. This is what we doing. Welcome to the show. What's happening? You gonna unblock me from Messenger so we can continue our conversation?
Who is that doing talking?
The motherfucker that knows you're a coward. That's who the fuck this is, bro.
Who is that boy talking?
That would be Shane B, sir.
Oh, boy.
Shane B. Oh, Shane B.
Yeah, you stuck in the 40s, man?
He's the one I told last night. I said he didn't get his GED because he can't spell it.
Oh, the same joke.
When did you say that? Our whole
4 months in a row.
So when did you say that, you fucking liar?
Tell me what you got to say.
When did you say that, you fucking liar? Jesus, don't come on here lying, man.
All right, hold on. Let's all calm down for a second.
The whole conversation is on the line, son.
I bet his IQ is missing a vowel too, isn't it?
Hey, tell me what the boy.
Oh, got me right in the feels right there.
All right, well, let's chill out. Give Kevin a chance to talk. Kevin, how are you feeling?
I just want to see how the boy's doing.
Okay, well, apparently there's a bit of a discrepancy between you and Shane B, and the rest of us are just kind of, we're on the outside kind of looking in and just trying to unbox what happened. So can you explain your point of view, Kevin? You've got the floor, sir.
I've already said everything I have said.
What, one joke? That's it?
I didn't know the
boy lackluster and unfulfilling. That's typical.
Well, hold on, Shane B. Let him go for a second here. Let's, give the man a chance. We're all grown-ass men. Kevin, what is your beef with Shane B? Like, why did you block him? What's going on, man?
I said everything I had to say about him.
Well, I'm not familiar. So can you, and maybe the listeners would like to know exactly what, you called the show, sir. So what,
Okay, I'll tell you what, because he called in like he's a genius. He didn't know that pilots could become disoriented and suffer from what they call spatial disorientation. And he thought that I was the biggest dumbass in America for mentioning that, because he's too stupid to realize
Well, hold
that
on.
it's a real thing. And somebody from Eglin Air Force Base was listening and called in and called his dad out.
Okay, so you guys had a bit of a disagreement on whether or not pilots can unknowingly fly upside down. Is that what I'm gathering here?
Yes, it's what John Kennedy Jr.
Okay, so Shane B's
How many
argument.
flight hours do you have, sir?
And then
And
Because I got about
Kevin is
27.
actually right on that. Kevin was right.
He was going to be a
Hey, I'm the military guy here. I'm saying Kevin was right.
military guy.
So let's go on to the next thing.
If he's a military guy, no wonder we can't win a war.
Well, let's back it up just a second here. Pump the brakes.
Hold on, Kevin.
Hold on. People talking here.
All right, yeah. Let me just kind of drive the bus here for a moment, or fly the plane, if you will. So
Upside down, it's down.
Check your altimeter.
so if you're,
Oh, I knew that was funny. That's knee slapping funny.
I'm not trying to be funny here for a moment, Kevin.
I'm
Okay.
talking about the boy there.
Well,
Damn, you really recycled a joke. You call me boy again, you fucking cracker. Goddamn, we're gonna have some problems.
Come on, guys.
I said
Jesus
boy,
Christ.
I didn't say legal.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right, listen. So you have both Shane B and Kevin Beaubeard in here are having a disagreement on whether or not a pilot can unknowingly fly upside down. Now, Kevin labeled it as a condition that pilots go through, and apparently another person called the other program and confirmed that is indeed a condition. Now, Shane B is upset that Kevin's been calling Shane B stupid, when indeed Shane B was just like, I think a pilot would know if they're upside down. And apparently in the movie Top Gun, Tom Cruise was inverted, and that's been confirmed. So you have to look at it from a guy like me's perspective. On the outside looking in, I'm not a pilot, okay? Shane B is not a pilot, and Kevin Beaubearden, not a pilot, okay?
Amateur. I got about 2,700. I got about 2,700 hours behind the
Okay.
stick. I'm not certified.
I didn't-
but have
I did not know that.
And we did get unverted. We did get unverted once. And
Now,
guess what?
you knew-
I knew we were upside down because the rest of my head. I introduce you to my Lord and Savior, Gravity, my friend.
Okay.
Not only that, but he called again today when I was on Ed's show.
Okay, now I'm.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where you went.
Hold on. I'm looking in the chat room.
Ran like Forrest Gump, man.
Hold on, Shane. Hold on. We all know this already. Now, just let's walk through this. Let's walk through this. Aurora's in the chat. She is indeed a pilot, a flight instructor, and she says I have to agree with Kevin on this. As a flight instructor, it is a condition. It does happen. Now, that being said, Shane B, if that is indeed a condition that's been confirmed by our friend Aurora and apparently from another caller on that other program, would you concede and say, okay, maybe that is a condition, although my opinion is that you would probably effing know that you're upside down. So maybe we can walk through this and get along. Maybe.
Personal experience I've known when I was upside down every time. I'm not calling Aurora a liar or anything. I love Aurora, but hey, maybe personal condition.
Okay, well, let's say that a pilot might not be as strong as you, Shane, and maybe could go through that experience. Would you be, would you be able to, as a gentleman, concede and say maybe you're right, Kevin? And
Who, me?
yeah, and then
What, concede to this racist? No.
well, you can still be upset with him. You can still be upset. You guys can still go back and forth about
fucking coward. Not for a second. I'm gonna enjoy every minute.
Doesn't understand. The boy doesn't understand. He hasn't lived long.
There you go. There. That's 3 times.
Okay,
That's
so
3
here
times you done called me boy.
I've seen the problem now. This is the problem. Now Kevin Bearden thinks that he's been confirmed correct. Shane B seems to be on the fence with whether or not that's an actual condition, but he's more concerned about being called boy and being made fun of, when maybe he just put his opinion out there and didn't deserve all that backlash from Kevin. You know what I mean? Maybe that's where we're at.
Yesterday. Maybe I didn't.
Absolutely.
Okay, so God bless it. What is that? So
maybe I can serve him.
God damn, how many phone calls can you take, dude?
I'm not taking that one.
So, if I can interject real quick, Kevin.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ask
As
him
a
who told me today.
Hold on, Kev. Hold on. Go ahead, Colin.
As a technical writer for Army Aviation for 17 years, I'll try to break this down to you. Yes, in instrument flight in adverse weather conditions, you can get inverted. I've seen it. I've seen the bad things that happen when it happens, and it's we had a Black Hawk crew fly into Mount Rainier.
You're a big fan of Blackhawks, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You're a big fan of Blackhawks, yeah. Okay, big Blackhawks.
Big fan
big
of
Blackhawks.
the Black Hawk helicopter.
Yes. Okay, carry on.
That's why he likes
30 Sikorsky piece, but you can get inverted.
Okay, so that's confirmed again. Colin's
and not realize.
Okay, hold on a second. I don't mean to interrupt you, but we are on limited time here. So, Colin, go with me on this. And Kevin, please pay attention. And Shane B, I know you're paying attention. I know Josh is on the phone too, and I don't mean to not converse with Josh about this, but just let me give a little synopsis of what I've heard, okay, and what I've seen with the going back and forth, okay. So it's been confirmed by 3 people now. The guy that originally called in to back up Kevin's statement, then Aurora, and now Colin as a technical writer. So it can happen. Now, I think that the problem here is that Kevin got so upset by being, I don't know if it was necessarily called out originally. I think Shane B just put his opinion out there, and Kevin has been a total dick to Shane B. And Shane B in return, in retaliation, has been a total dick back. And it's become no longer about whether or not you can be inverted without knowing. It's become this guy's being a racist prick coward that won't respond. That's what I'm hearing. That's all I'm saying. I'm
not being a racist.
I'm not. That's what he said. I don't know. I don't know that you're a racist. I'm not saying you are. But you called him boy like 5 times. So
I don't know if he's white or black.
Oh, come on. Have you heard him talk? Are you kidding me?
Come on. You claimed you went to my YouTube page, so you know damn well I'm black.
So, Kevin,
you're lying again. You're lying again.
This is the problem.
You tried to talk shit about my YouTube page.
Betty White. I don't know what
you claim you went to my YouTube, you fucking liar.
So
he did say he watched your your movie reviews.
He claimed he did.
Well,
I didn't know if he's a boy or not.
Oh, come on.
Okay.
This is bullshit now at this point.
Let's just stop that language right there.
At this point, I'm gonna be the other redneck in the group, and you end up in an avalanche, upside down. You want to figure out if you're upside down or not. You spit. If it ends up on your forehead, you're upside down.
I have a fucking
What
trick out
the
cinder.
fuck are you even talking about? Dear God.
What the fuck? I mean, if I'm upside down in a plane and I can't see my instrument, I'm gonna spit. If it ends up
Are you flying the plane, please? No.
Yes, I know.
All right. All right, listen. I'm up.
Why did he have to do that?
All right, listen, Kevin, I appreciate your courage to call into the show and jump in the lion's den. Shane B, I appreciate you defending yourself because
have some courage and unblock me on Messenger.
There you go.
We'll finish this
You
motherfucker.
gonna shoot me through Messenger?
Yeah, unblock him and talk about it. Talk it out.
Wow, more racist. What, you think all black people shoot motherfuckers? No, I'll destroy you with my words, son.
To ask one question. I'll just have one question.
Go ahead,
And
quick.
Why did he feel the need to jump me?
Because you called him names. You were being a dick to him.
No, I'm talking about yesterday. I ain't called him a name.
You clearly have, sir.
Why did he feel the need to jump me yesterday? And then
I'll tell you what.
today?
I'll tell you what. I'll give you an honest answer. I'll give you an honest answer. I only called to mess with you because I've been hearing you a lot on the radio shows. I was just calling to have fun with you, but you took it to the next level by seeking me out on Messenger.
There you go.
took it to the next level
That makes
by
sense.
trying to go toe to toe with me. And guess who ran like a bitch? You
Okay,
ran like a
you wanna
bitch.
talk- you wanna talk like a man to
Discussion done, son.
man? You wanna
I'll
talk
be
like
waiting on your call tomorrow to Intel so I can
Do you
destroy
want
you
to
again.
talk man to man? Yes or no? Do you want to talk man to man?
You know what the unblock button is.
Do you want to talk man to man?
Unblock him.
You know what the unblock button is.
Yeah, you want to talk man to man in front of God and everybody right now.
Well, we're on limited time.
No,
so-
we're up on a break.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta do the break, man. I have to.
He did that on purpose to me, and he knows it.
Listen, I hope that you guys find common ground, or at least
I don't have
squelch.
anything to do with it. I just want him to leave me alone.
Hey, Kevin Holly
you
has
started it,
stuff to
nuts.
say for his show. So let's just go ahead and go up on break. It's the Kevin Holly Show.
I'm not done with you. I'm doing a YouTube review on you. I'm working on it right now as we speak. Your ass is mine,
Whoa.
son.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
No.
You that
No.
heard me, you that heard me racist words did.
Okay,
Leave me
okay.
alone.
Okay, if he wants to be left alone, just leave him alone. I'm good with that too. I mean, you guys work it out
Nah.
amongst yourselves. You know what I mean? But listen, we're on a network break. I'm already running late. Kevin, I appreciate your courage. Shane B, I appreciate the way that you defend yourself. And Josh and Colin, I like your insight. And Aurora in the chat. And it's all. It could be. I don't want to be that guy that's like, let's all just be friends. It's just healthy. Let's just have a conversation. I don't want to be that guy. Sometimes people need to be called out. Sometimes people need to defend themselves from bullshit. Sometimes people need to just chill the fuck out. You know what I mean? So y'all figure it out on your own. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with more of the Kevin Holly Show in just a minute. I really do. I do appreciate this stuff. I really do. All right. So let's do it. We'll be right back.
The presenters are just so funny, and the music is really good.
You're listening to WBRFM, real radio for real people.
Tune in to the Kevin Holly Show. Live giraffes are being born every week on the IRN Internet Radio Network. Your masturbation station.
No diggity. I thought to bag it up, babe. I like the way you work it.
Hey, Beavis. Yeah. Yeah. What do you want? I was like listening to a show today. Yeah. Yeah. It was like called the Kevin Holly Show. It was like pretty cool and stuff. They were talking about naked chicks and things. Alright. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Beavis, you should listen. What do you listen to it on? You listen to it on the radio, dumbass. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Get it on the radio. Radio. Shut up, dillweed. Listen to the Kevin Holly Show and just shut up. All right?
Hi, this is Andre from the Harps, and you're listening to Raku. Enjoy it!
John Stillman on the Kevin Holly Show. He might be, but he's definitely not funny.
Hi, I'm Clark Brooks, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Was there nothing else going on tonight? Or don't worry about it. No judgment. Enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up? It's Ryan Hoppy from the two-time award-winning Hoppy Hour podcast, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show. How's Pops doing?
Cock chat.
We're dropping drawers and stabbing whores on the Kevin Holly Show.
Hi, this is Andre from the Harps, and you're listening to GOG 109 FM. Enjoy it! Hi, this is Andre from the Harps. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show. Enjoy
This is Chris Glick from the world famous Vape and Chill Periscope, and you are listening to the Kevin Holly Show on IRN on TuneIn Radio. I'm not good at that kind of stuff.
All right.
شما دارین گوش میدین به Kevin Holly Show. شما دارین گوش میدین به Kevin Holly Show. شما دارین گوش میدین به برنامه Kevin Holly.
Man, when you doing the Kevin A. Holly Show again? Don't that come on Wednesday nights, right? I need to call in. I ain't called in to your show in a while. I need to call in again. Y'all still got the same number? I lost the damn number. I need to call in again.
That is not fucking cool.
Hey, yo, this is the original Guido, Skinny Vinny, wrestling manager at ACW, and you're listening to the Kevin Holly Show. Why? Because your mother told you not to. Turn the frickin' volume up, you monkey.
I'm warning you. What's he do? Nibble your bum? He's got huge, sharp... he can leap about... Look at the bones!
It's the Kevin Holly Show on the IRN Internet Radio Network.
Scratch that itch and slap that bitch. Welcome to the Kevin Holly Show.
Y'all be going on vacation? See, the thing is, if you about to be up out this biatch, check it. Peep Delta. We be flying all over this bitch. Let me ask you something. You fin to raise up and get your travel on? From the interior to the exterior. You got to get your posterior in one of these big-ass planes. Dog, you lay in the cut straight sitting on your ass and getting your drink on and your snack on while we floss and fly this mofo all over this bitch. East Coast, West Coast, it don't matter. Nia will get you to your hoe and back lickety-split. No shit. Then you be back at your crib chilling with a flat spliff, thinking we was some crazy-ass angel. Hell, these fat, round, thick-ass vessels run up in the sky so deep, it be crying. Yeah, you thought it was rain. So bring a towel, because at Delta, it's laid out like that. Call one of these fly-ass Delta coochies, and make all them punk-ass co-workers of yours catch the vapors as you be off and up out. You going? We fly you there. You been? We done already flew up in there. We got you covered like a Jimmy hat. At Delta, we loves us some flying, and it be showing like a motherfucker.
This radio person is the whole problem. Are we going to allow this guy to be heard by anyone who can turn a dial?
Got a pirate radio station. Nobody knows who he is.
You out there? You listening?
Welcome back, everybody. Oh, wow. Sorry, I was a little late back on that break. You know, we have to take breaks for the networks. The IRN, the Internet Radio Network, IRNBroadcast.com, our flagship station, as well as WBR-FM out in the Wigan Borough in London. They do play scheduled news clips and whatnot, trying to stay with current events, you know, and I try to respect the networks. So I do like to take my scheduled breaks and let that happen. I know it's kind of weird, but, you know, it is what it is, man. Hell yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, whew. Wow. That was exhausting. But very cool. That was great radio right there. Holy crap. The end of that second segment. Wow. I got to say, I appreciate the courage of Kevin Bearden getting called out like a mofucker. Excuse me. And calling in to state his business, you know, his point of view, explain himself. I don't necessarily like what he had to say, though. You know, I really don't. I don't like the racial undertones. I'm not saying he's racist, but he called my friend boy a bunch of times. I don't like that. But it was a heated battle between the two of them. Shane B and Kevin Bo Bearden have a beef right now. And, you know, I hope that at some point they can, you know, maybe work it out or agree to disagree. I don't know. I don't like to be that guy who's like, can't we all just, you know, be adults and get along? I mean, as a host, I have to guide the ship and say things similar to that. But at the same time, this is an open forum. This is an uncensored talk show. And that being said, you have to let people talk. You know what I mean? Looking in the chat, Glick Chris in the house. What's up, buddy? If someone calls someone a racial epithet, especially my friend, I'm going to jump in. That's appreciated, Colin. I feel the same way. You know, as the host of a show, though, I have to I have to let everybody have their airtime. You know, the gentleman, all of you gentlemen, took the opportunity and the time to call this show, which I really appreciate. And in an effort to be respectful to that, I would like you all to be able to have enough time to be able to speak your mind and have the back and forth. And I have to agree with Shane B on this one. That was an epic fail on Kevin's part. Now, Shane, I don't mean to call you out. You know I love you, and you're one of my favorite people on the planet, and I value your friendship. At some point, I think it would behoove you to admit that maybe you were wrong about the condition of pilots flying upside down or inverted without knowing it. Whatever that condition is called, I forget the terminology, but it's been confirmed a number of ways on our program and on Ed Till's program. And if that's a fact, and that really does happen, then admitting that would put you up another level on top of the guy that's calling you boy. You know what I mean? It would be a good thing. But at the same time, you know, you don't deserve to be ridiculed for your opinion, even if it wasn't complete. And I know you've got some hours in an airplane. You know what I mean? I totally get that. And in your experience, you never experienced that. I understand that. But again, you don't deserve to be ridiculed. It's not fair. It's actually quite ridiculous. And Shane says in the chat, personal experience, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. Well, there you go. And that's all I'm looking for. You know what I mean? And that makes you a gentleman and further solidifies the fact that you don't deserve to be called boy because you called somebody out by saying, well, this is my opinion and my experience. And that person's like, well, no, I think you're wrong. This is what really happens. That would have been a good way to go back and forth. But instead, that gentleman chose to call you names and call you stupid and then engage with you through private messenger and say that you're, you know, you suck at this, you're bad at that, you're stupid, you know, you can't spell GED. Stuff like that is uncalled for and irrelevant. It really is irrelevant. You're one of the smartest people I know. And you know, it's funny doing the show that I do, you know, and having people of color on the show often is not by choice. It's not by design. It's organic. It just happens. Poet brought in a rapper. He brought in EDM kids. You know, we had Johnny Jones on the show. I've got a lot of black friends. You know what I mean? But organically, and to have a hardworking, all-American, truck-driving, conservative person of color chiming in on the show often is a blessing. It's not a token black dude. It's a blessing. And I cherish that and value that. And I think anybody in the industry of conservative talk radio or political humor or just comedy at all would appreciate that because that's real. That's real. That's the other side of the coin, if you will. That's the opposing opinion, the unpopular opinion. A black guy that's conservative, that's not on CNN every day in the airport. You know what I mean? So of course, man, I completely value and cherish that. And your opinions, Shane B, make great radio. They really do. You are on the right side of history all the time, every time. So having somebody just bag on you because you stated your opinion, and at the same time that dude is just spamming other shows and private chat groups and text messaging and all that. I mean, if I had to pick sides, and I don't like to polarize my audience, but if I had to pick sides, I mean, I'm Team Shane B on this one all day long, man. I just am. All right, let's take another call real quick here. Studio's in shambles in a bit. If you look in the bottom left corner on the feed, you see Holland's taking a nap back there. Poor girl. She had to work so hard. She got a toothache, too. All right, let's do this. Hey, you're live on the Kevin Holly Show.
I'm not going to dwell on this.
What's up, buddy?
Look here. Look here. Let me tell you, this shit happened down, man.
All right.
I didn't fucking call this guy or call him out on Ed's show to go after him. I just wanted to fuck with him. I wanted to see what this guy's skin was. Because you in this network, you know, like I know, this is a big circle we have here through Florida Man Radio and all this big group we have.
And the
we're
Bone.
All some tough skin,
yeah. And the Bone and
we're all some tough skin,
WFLA.
Bitches,
yeah. No, we got a good group of people, real people, you know.
And I hear this guy, and I just want to see where you at. How tough is your skin? And just mess with him a little bit on that test. And of course, he took it to that next level. So he's not there.
I get it, dude.
And your skin's about as thick as wet tissue paper. Nah.
I mean, and again, I don't want to bag on the guy. I don't know him personally. I don't. I've had just my personal experience that was very brief, you know, and then now all this stuff happened over the last couple of days. And yeah, I mean, I kind of want to say, like, and I said it, like, pump the brakes, Kev, you know, just pump the brakes, calm down. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a fight, but he kept going and then you kept going. And it's like, you guys are just like throwing fire at, you know what I mean? But I've got to be honest, man. I think you are more defending yourself than attacking him. You know what I mean? And I saw, you know, I heard.
Oh, I was trying
get
to
it.
do it the other way around.
Well,
because he ran from anyway.
Yeah, I get it.
When you come at me on Messenger, you go out of your way to find me on Messenger, and then you come back and block me. Who ran? But either way, it don't even matter. Let's talk about something else that's going on. Let's talk about some real life shit that's going on.
Hell yeah. What's
the
next for
truckers
you?
in Canada, man.
Hell yes.
The truckers in Canada.
I'm with you on
this one right here is getting me right in the feels.
Dude, I've got to, just to set this up, I know where you're going with this, and I'm going to let you have a minute to share with us because you are a truck driver. But I have a friend in Canada, a beautiful female comic, that came to Florida to do some shows and then got banned from the United States and is now stuck in Canada as a citizen and refusing to get vaccinated. And she's on lockdown and she can't leave. She can't even leave, dude. They won't let her even leave. They've suspended her passport, etc. You know what I mean? And she's very vocal on social media. You'll see me share a lot of her memes and articles. You know what I mean? Her name is Elizabeth. So that being said, I'm savvy on what's happening in Canada. I really am. I'm getting information fed to me. You know what I'm saying? So where do you stand on this as a truck driver?
As a truck driver, it's one of the most ridiculous things to try to push the mandated rules upon us because we are probably some of the most isolated people ever.
Yeah, you're alone
We're
in a
these
truck.
Trucks. Exactly. And if they want to push the whole nonsense of stay isolated in your home with your family, well, a team driver operation, that's basically family. It's just the two of you. Now, where I think they're trying to get in is the whole, we go to so many places, we deal with a good number of people and product coming from all over the place. maybe that's the little trick they're trying to use to try to push their nonsense on us. But here's the problem. That being that, we are pretty much on the line of the nursing industry, doctors, police, firefighters. You're going to interact with people. You're going to go everywhere. You're going to do this. You're going to do that. It just makes no sense when we sit in our damn trucks most of the time by ourselves.
It doesn't make any sense.
Thankfully, the Supreme Court finally stood up and did something. Yep. The first time they want to do something with us, we worry all in 2019. But yeah,
thank God we got some conservative justices. Where would we be? We'd be Australia. We'd be Canada right now. You know, it's unbelievable, man. Do you know that? And I don't want to get away from this topic, but did you hear that Starbucks has released their vaccine mandates? So employees at Starbucks no longer have to be vaccinated. You know, and they said that it was because of the Supreme Court ruling. And that's cool. I hope that many other companies follow suit in the same fashion, because it's ineffective. It's ridiculous. I just don't get it, man. So what Lawrence Ross said in the chat room earlier in the first segment was that there's a convoy of 10,000 truckers that are going to make their way to Quebec. Is that? Have you heard of this? Are you part of it?
Yeah, they're up there. Those truckers are up there doing some stuff right now. The convoy he's talking about is, going to be the biggest push to come right now with them protesting what's going on up there. And yeah, it's ridiculous, especially with the goods that come across that border back and forth. And it just seems like, to look at it on a whole, it seems like a bad business move. Why would you restrict your imports? You already let this administration. I'm surprised Justin Trudeau was not more animate about this, but he seems to be on the side of this restriction.
Is that the same justice that refused to wear a mask? Is that the same guy you're talking about?
No, Justin Trudeau.
Oh, Trudeau. Yeah. What is that dude's? Oh my God. I thought you said justice. My bad. Yeah, no, I'm familiar. Yeah. What is he thinking? What?
I mean, I got a few friends in Canada. You met them. And
yeah, the girls.
They're laughing at this guy. They're freaking laughing at this guy. They don't get it either. Dude. Just like, why would you slow down the process, especially after Biden is pushing to shut down these pipelines that are going to be a lifeline between our two countries? We're both benefiting off of that.
Yeah.
But now you want to shut down a supply chain. I was like, really?
What's the point of this?
Okay.
In the name of what? Saving people from minor cold symptoms? It's over. England said it's over. You know? Yeah.
But it's nonsense. And here's the problem we're really going to have, like you was talking about earlier, the whole voting thing. These midterms, I don't know how much faith I have in this. I don't even know what to think about all this stuff. Are you still going to have these damn rigged vote machines? Can we really trust the Republicans themselves? They've shown their spineless in this. Because they didn't stand up and fight against these illegal practices that happened during this election. So who's really on our side?
Glick in the chat says, what does England know? Well, I'll be honest with you, Glick. They just said in a week, 10 days, whatever it is, I think it's the 27th, they're lifting every mandate. No longer requiring vaccine passports, no longer requiring mask mandates. They're opening up England because apparently they realized that it doesn't matter what your vaccine status is. Omicron is the end of it. It's so mild that the vaccines aren't effective about it. And if you get sick, you don't even need to get tested because the quarantine phase is the same amount of time, whether you have a cold, stay home, or whether you have Omicron, stay home. You're not going to die. Nobody's dying from it. You know what I mean? That's what's happening. And for Canada to continue this tyranny is just the epitome of ridiculousness. It makes no sense. It makes no sense mathematically. It makes no sense for their economy. It makes no sense scientifically, and it makes no sense medically. There's no reason to force people anymore to force them to get a shot. People want to get a shot, let them have a shot. Great, good for them. If you want it, go get it. I'll take you. I'll drive you there. You know what I mean? I don't agree with it. I have so many questions. The fact that there's no long-term testing, especially on children that aren't even vulnerable, especially to Omicron, You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I get mad about the teachers in Chicago, where I grew up. They refused to come back to school, the teachers, because they wanted more mandates. They wanted more mask and vaccine mandates. They wanted vaccine passports in the schools. Why? How selfish are you as a school board member or as a teacher in Chicago to think that, oh, well, I don't want to get a mild case of Omicron or the common cold from an unvaccinated 5-year-old that's not even susceptible. Do you know, here's a figure for you, Shane. There's approximately 28 million kids in the United States that are between the ages of 5 and 12 or 5 and 11. 28 million. Over the entire course of this pandemic, going almost 2 years back now, the amount of people of kids in that age group, 5 to 11, that died with COVID, arguably not from COVID, but with COVID, 200. So you have basically a 1 in 2 million, and you can check my math on this, I'm pretty accurate, 1 in 2 million chance of dying from COVID as a child between the ages of 5 and 11. Why on earth?
2 in 2 million.
Yeah. And why are they mandating that they get vaccinated? As a teacher, you should be ashamed of yourself if you're too scared to go back to class and teach these kids and omit the fact that they're being raised in a in a masked society with the largest uptick in child suicide, child mental illness, and just basic learning disabilities now. You know what I mean? How is that an even trade? It is ridiculous, and I'm appalled by that. And I know not all teachers are like that. I know so many teachers. My sister's a teacher. Some of the girls that I've dated over the years are teachers. You know, my sister's best friends are teachers that actually taught my children. And I love the teachers, man. They are an unsung hero, much like a truck driver, you know. But the ones that are refusing to go back to class and they're masked and triple vaxxed and boosted and socially distancing, and they're still scared to the point that they're going to support mandating that these young babies get a shot that we don't know what the long-term effects are going to be on them. And then
exactly.
And how is a child fully vaccinated? How many shots do they need? Well, it's a smaller dose for the kids.
They don't have a definition for adults on fully vaccinated. Every time you look up, it's a booster, next booster. It's nonsense. Look at Australia. Well, they got 74% of the people hospitalized off of this stuff is vaccinated. And they tell us every day, trust the science. Well, you want us to trust your science.
Yeah, why suppress doctors?
You're not looking at real world results.
I saw a meme. Shane B, I love memes, right? I saw a meme that said something along the lines of, I only listen to doctors that have been banned from social media. Why are they suppressing doctors? They're doctors. All of them are equal. They've all gone to medical school. Some have PhDs, just like others have PhDs. Why suppress the ones in history? The people that burn books and suppress things are usually 100% of the time bad guys. They're the bad guys. You know what I mean? Why suppress a doctor? It just makes no sense to me at all. And this constant push, man, you know.
Why would you fight a war and the first people you send in, the first battalion you send in, they get in there and they get the job done. They take care of everything, and then you say all of a sudden, your guys all fired.
Yeah.
Now we're going to bring in this other ragtag team, and they fail. Okay, yeah, well, that other team was getting it done. Oh, no, we don't want them because they don't do what we told them to do. Well, that was the team that was kicking butt for you.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Do you remember the nurses that were unvaccinated and were fighting in the pandemic, and they were considered heroes, and now they're fired because they don't want to get vaccinated because they got COVID during that time and they have the antibodies, and they're smart enough as nurses to realize that their natural antibodies are just as good, if not better, than an experimental shot or 4. You know what I mean? Why fire them?
They're selfish. They're selfish and a threat to society.
Yeah. It's a
What?
pandemic of the
Hold
unvaccinated.
on.
Hey, you know what, Shane B? If it's a pandemic of the unvaccinated, go with me on this. The NHL, National Hockey League, okay? You know, the Lightning, the Blackhawks. My friend Jeff Hawk is in the chat right now. He's a big Blackhawk fan. Big fan of the Blackhawks. So you've got the NHL, nearly 100% vaccinated, and that includes not just the players, but the management, staff, referees, okay? you have to be vaccinated to go watch a game or show a negative test. They are arguably the most vaccinated professional sports league of all of them, okay? And in the National Hockey League, over the last 5 weeks, 73% have tested positive for COVID. So if that's a gauge on the rest of society, like in the United States, they can suppress all the information they want to suppress. You go on Google, you don't find it. Okay, you got to look at the UK, you got to look at England, you got to look at Israel, you got to look at India. You can't look at China because they're just like us, which is so effed up, okay? They're just like us. We are like a communist country. China suppresses that information to their citizens just the same way that the United States is suppressing the information to their citizens. So we have to look elsewhere. But guess what? They can't suppress the information coming out of the NHL. The athletes cannot be suppressed because it's a real thing. You know what I mean? You can't not be able to Google a player that tested positive. If players come out and they're in the hospital and they're not on the roster because they tested positive, you can't suppress that. People go to the games they want to watch and their favorite player's not there because they're on the vaccinated. They're on the COVID list. So if that's a gauge for what's happening, 73% of vaccinated players are positive, but they're not dying. They're not dying. It's mild because it's Omicron. Why are they pushing vaccines that don't work for Omicron? You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me. And I'm sorry to the caller that just called. Call back. I'll put you on with Shane. I just wanted to get that point across, and I didn't hit the button fast enough. But do you understand what I'm saying, Shane B? It's like you've got a pool.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me to trust the science when the doctor that discovered the Omicron says that it's no big deal.
Yeah.
And next thing you see is one of our biggest news networks here in Georgia is WSB-TV, owned by ABC, owned by Disney. And of course, every day on their site, it's doom, gloom, fear, pandering, blah, 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 blah. It's like,
hold on, stand
why
by.
don't you people ever report the recovery numbers?
Stand by. You're right. Hold on. All right, let's pull this other caller in here real quick. Yeah, we got time. All right, hold on a second. Yeah. Holland's snoring on the casting couch right now. Hey, you're live on the show with Kevin and Shane. Who's this?
Hey, it's Jeff.
What's up, Jeff, man? How's it going, man? Jeff Hawk, the one of the hosts.
Jeff Hawk, what's up, Jeff?
Yeah, host of the Nonsensical Nonsense. Yeah, what's up, dude? Living in Mexico, brother.
Yeah, I'm just watching the show. But I gotta pause the video there because I'm getting that go. But no, I mean the problem with the whole COVID thing is people are taking it way too fucking serious.
Mm-hmm.
Can you get a little closer to your phone or get a little bit louder? I'm just asking.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I'm wearing a headset, but I mean, like, do you remember when Fauci was talking about, we should wear 2 masks and now the CDC is literally saying the masks don't fucking work.
Yeah, they are.
They banned on YouTube, YouTube banned Bongino for saying that.
It's true. I was banned 11 times in 2020 from Facebook for 30 days. I spent more. I know. I spent more time in Facebook jail than I spent out of Facebook jail by like a few days. And the things I got banned for are now being told to be truth on mainstream TV. And where's my apology? You know what I mean? I was right. You know, I was labeled an extremist. Yeah.
The kicker is this. Facebook, somebody got banned and took Facebook to court. And on record, because they can't lie because they're under oath, they said that anything banned is their opinion. It's not fact.
Yeah.
So when they fact check you, it's their opinion on what is fact, is what they said in a court of law.
It's ridiculous. I'm looking at Josh in the chat, and I know exactly what you're talking about, and you're right. Josh in the chat says masks don't work, yet my daughter's school has again required them because of Omicron. Why? Let the kids get it. They probably already had Omicron. Why keep masking them? It makes no sense.
Well, on top
You remember
of that,
the chicken pox parties?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yes. Well, here's the crazy thing. As you know, Kevin, I live in Mexico, and I've lived in Mexico for 20 years as of February. As soon as the lockdowns happened, the schools were shut down. Do you know when they opened?
Never.
They haven't.
Yeah.
They have not opened.
What do you do as a parent?
2 years.
I'm a single dad. Okay.
We're forced to homeschool
Yeah.
through Zoom.
And I'm a single dad. What am I supposed to do for work? I can't just leave my 11-year-old
Exactly.
home alone all day, every day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
On top of that, here's my problem. My Spanish is shit. I got a hard enough time helping my kids do their homework. Now, granted, I was a stay-at-home dad for a long time.
Okay.
And now I work from home
Mm-hmm.
because
cool.
I got a remote job. But at the end of the day, if not everybody in Mexico has fucking internet access, and not everybody has a phone that can rock out Zoom.
Yeah. What do you do
So
when it lags?
These kids are getting left behind because of it.
Yep. And because of that being left behind, it's affecting their education and their future, but also arguably more important, they're becoming depressed about it. They realize it. Kids aren't stupid. They're understanding that they're being left behind and they're being depressed about it and they're getting into other things. Imagine being a 12-year-old kid self-medicating. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's insane.
Oh, yeah.
It's absolute insanity.
And Kevin, you know as well as I do, how hard is it to get any drug, realistically?
Well, I mean, know who you're talking to, bro. I mean, what do you need, man? I got you.
No, but exactly. I mean, and on top of that, these kids are not being socialized.
Mm-hmm.
They unless they have a neighbor kid that's roughly their same age.
Or they're having or they're having a Zoom party because one stay-at-home parent's like, hey, I can make a little bit of scratch if all these kids come to my house to do their schoolwork and I'll be the teacher. How pathetic is that? You have some unqualified parent teaching multiple kids so the other parents can work. You know what I mean? Jeff, and Shane B, I had a great conversation today with a new friend that was about restaurants. I said, I always wanted to open up like a pizza place. I delivered pizzas for like 10 years in the 90s. I always wanted to open a bar or a pizza place or a sports bar, but I watched my friend Evan open up the Verona right here in Newport Richey, and they shut it down right after he opened it. And when he crowdsourced, man, everybody chipped in. There was friends that built the stages, the bands helped, everybody kicked in. You know what I mean? And he got this thing going and he had awesome bands playing and it was awesome. And then boom, they shut it down. COVID.
Yeah.
And after, you can't survive by being forcefully shut down like that. And it puts a bad taste in the entrepreneur's mouth. I'm scared now. I'm not scared like a pussy, but I know better. I don't want to take that's a big risk. If I wanted to open a bar, but I know that the government could just shut it down for political reasons, why would you do it?
Well, on top of that, there was a lady in California. They basically put a mandate in that you had to have open dining only. She spent thousands of dollars getting a tent, getting everything set up to open dining. Then they closed her down, and across the street, a movie lot opened up.
I saw this. Yes.
A diner, like a diner-style tent for the people on the movie, and nobody said shit.
Yep, the same exact scenario as what got shut down across the street. They built a similar tent and to feed the people working on the movie across the street. Absolute hypocrisy, dude. It's so thick, and Shane was talking about the truck drivers widely unvaccinated because a lot of truck drivers are independent or Republican and isolated in their vehicles. Why force them to be vaccinated? It's not like they're even around anybody. They're just alone in a car.
When my wife got COVID, she came home. She said, "I've tested positive for COVID." I said, "Come here and kiss me."
Give it to me.
She says, "Why?" I said, "I want it so I can scream from the heavens, natural immunity. Fuck you."
Well, I mean, listen, Jeff, I don't want to cut you down here, but wouldn't you say, like, come here and S this D instead? You know, I'm just saying.
That's what I say every day. But that's neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, I got COVID, and you know, they're like, oh, it's a respiratory disease. You got to be careful. I'm a heavy smoker, Kevin. I literally, if I'm not checked by my wife, will smoke 2 packs a day without even thinking about it.
I've seen you on your show and on social media, like you do some TikTok and whatnot. You know, I don't think I've ever seen you without a cigarette in your mouth.
Right? It's a staple. It's my calling card. You know?
Maybe slow that down.
Is that a cigarette? They're like, "Are you okay?" But I mean,
all right, is that 2 packs a day between the two of you, or just a pack a day between the two?
No, that's between me. Like literally, the cigarettes I buy here, they're called Chesterfield, and they're 25 in a pack.
Chesterfield.
That's old stuff, man. My friend Bill Burns.
1930s?
Yeah, my friend Bill's mom smoked those.
I buy them because they're cheap because
in the
I
80s.
smoke so much. But I buy Chesterfield, pack of 25 first thing in the morning. Next morning I buy another. Now, if I'm doing it like podcast day, holy shit, dude. I'm like, shit, I don't have 5. I'm not going to make it through a 3-hour podcast.
So you're smoking 30, 40 cigarettes on a podcast night.
Without even, easy.
That's crazy.
Easily, without even trying. But my thing is when I'm smoking on the podcast, what you don't see is I literally have a quarter of a cigarette left, and it's burnt out, so I just put it in the ashtray. And
Don't try to justify your habit, bro. You smoke too much. Stop it. Stop
like
it.
My wife.
That's ridiculous. Those are girl cigarettes, man.
At the end of the day, I got a pack today. They're called L&M.
Seen those? I've seen those. Yeah.
It's like smoking a stick.
Hold on, Shane B. Tell me you're not smoking Cools or Newports. What do you? I see you smoking.
You fucking racist. I smoke Pall Mall Menthol 100s black pack.
How did I know they were going to be menthol?
Yeah. Well, because
I'm old.
Not being racist.
No, they marketed that.
Racist at all.
They marketed the menthols to black people.
No.
They did. They marketed it. They marketed it.
No. Here's the fun thing. When I go to gas stations that I usually don't frequent, and like, yo, let me get a pack of. Now, if I don't even get that far,
they're
and
already
I
like,
look at the cigarettes, automatically grabs a pack of Newports. Now, let me get a pack of and grabs a pack of Newports. And every time when he puts them right there, I was like, I don't smoke that shit. Oh, I call him right out.
oh, I've got the Newport for you right now. I know you. You come here before. I got you. Give me the Newport. Yeah, you're the cool guy. I know you're a cool guy. You want the cool? No? You want the Newport? I get the Newport for you.
I don't smoke that shit.
It's when I had COVID, I literally was like, okay, yeah, I feel like shit, but it wasn't that bad. A friend of mine that I work with, she's had COVID 4 times. She's fully vaccinated. She can't get vaccinated because of a medical issue.
She's probably strong as a horse, though, having it that many times, you know?
Oh, yeah.
She's like COVID fucking superhero.
Well, she's a terrible immune system in the first place. But she literally, we have a meeting every Monday at work. And it's through Zoom because we all work remotely. We're all over the country. And I'm in Mexico. She's in Mexico. And the other half of the team is in the States. And she said, I have COVID again. I was like, seriously? I said, you need to keep your little ass at home.
I'm telling you, man, I've had it 3 times. I had the original, and then I had the Delta, and then I had the Omicron. And I'm fairly certain, especially with the Omicron, because I had the body aches and the mild fever and the cold symptoms, and it didn't last long, and it didn't really affect me at all. And I know for a fact, if I was to go out and get the antibodies test, I would be stellar antibody level. You know what I mean? And I got type O negative blood. You know what I'm saying?
That right there. I've had it once, and that was back in 2019, like October. Haven't had a problem since.
Right. Well,
truck drivers, baby.
Like, blood banks will not take your blood if you've had COVID, or if you've had the vaccine.
Yeah.
If you've had the vaccine, they will not take your blood. And sperm banks are the same reason. Don't ask me how I know that.
Sausage Shame
No, I
Department's in
actually
the
read an
chat.
article about it.
Sausage Shame Department in the chat says Kevin smokes Marble Lights. I've seen it. The homeless guy I played disc golf with smoked some Pall Malls. No, that wasn't me, my friend. I smoke fat cigars and that's it, brother. That's it. I love cigars, but I don't smoke them every
I
day.
do too, but they get expensive as much as I smoke.
Dude, here's the trick, man. I go to a cigar shop locally about once every 6 months, and I spend about $20 and I buy blems, the blemishes on the bottom row. They're like $1.50 each, but if you go up to like 4 rows, the same cigars that aren't blems are like $10 each. So I'm getting $10 cigars for like $2, $3, $1.50, and I keep I got a cigar box in my car, and I got one in my bathroom. So I always have a cigar on the ready. You know what I mean? And yeah, they're good. I mean, I enjoy a cigar. There's nothing wrong with it. But you can't smoke a cigar every day. That's ridiculous. You might be like Jeff Hawke and be smoking 35 cigarettes, you know? It's like, Jesus, man. You know? I wonder if they make cool cigars, Shane. You ever...
There you go.
Wow, Resident Black Eye.
The talking black eye. Swisher Sweets or Philly Blunts.
And this freaking guy's in Mexico and he's talking shit, and it's like, I know what it's like. Here's how it goes in Mexico. He's like, I know you, man. Hey, man, I know you. You want you got the LMMs, man. You want those fucking Chesterfields, man. You want the Chesterfields, gringo? Hey, gringos, everybody, gringo here. Gringo's back. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you hear that a lot?
Gringo? I hear gringo all the time.
I saw a sticker on the back of a pickup truck that was like a landscaping truck a couple days ago, and it said, "Relax, gringo. I'm documented." I thought that was epic, dude. And it was a landscaping truck, and it was like 4 Mexican dudes in the single cab truck, you know, just working, doing their thing, man. And it said, "Relax, gringo. I'm documented."
That's genius.
Yeah.
I'd rather be around. I'd rather be around a Mexican field worker than a vaccinated Democrat.
Hell yeah, man. I would rather be around an unvaccinated Mexican field worker having a siesta with a cerveza, just chilling after a good 6-hour morning, relaxing, laughing our balls off. You know, because I've dug ditches, man. I've worked out there, man. I've gotten so dirty out there, man. And working with the subcontracted Mexicans in Florida, they work their fucking balls off, man. And they're always happy, always happy.
They will work you circles around you.
Not only that, they're happy, and then they take a nap for real. They really do. Yeah. And I do. I like naps. I will nap next to a Mexican under a tree, no problem. And then wake up a half an hour, 45 minutes later, and get right back into it like it's a new day.
Like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, and you just bust ass. There's something to be said about taking a siesta when you're working outside. There really is. If you haven't done it, highly recommend it, man.
In general, a siesta is always a good thing.
Yeah, even working at home, bro, for real.
Nothing wrong with taking a nap ever. I literally started to watch a movie the other day and passed out for half the movie. Woke up and I was like, it's okay, I've seen it already.
Think about this. Shane B, yeah, it was Desperado. Anyway, Shane B is driving his truck. You know, I could watch. Bro, sorry, I could watch Desperado 100 times. Selma Hayek is so hot in that movie. Oh my God.
She's hot in any movie.
Oh, that movie
I
though.
Watching The Eternals, and I found out she was in it. I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna be a good movie."
One of the hottest women in Jennifer Tilly in that movie with the what was that movie, man? When she showed her boobs. Oh my God, one of the hottest chicks I've ever seen in my life. But
always a good thing when they show their boobs.
Yeah, Shane B driving his truck with the e-logs, forced to pull over and take a nap. That sucks, but you got to wake up strong.
It's only a 30-minute break. It's only a 30-minute break that's regulated by the government. It's not even worth it. Like when I started driving, it was before the regulated 30-minute break, and when it started, I hated every second of it. I was like, I'll sit here and get tired, but it's not enough time to take a nap. It's not enough time.
No, it'll take you after driving so long. You're kind of hyped up, and then
we could drive.
When it's time to take your break or nap, you can't sleep.
Well, let's not forget.
We could drive for 8 hours uninterrupted.
Well, let's not forget Shane. Shane's a black guy. He's got the methamphetamines and the Newports, so he can go like 14 hours.
What?
Just playing. I look at the camera sideways like, I hope he doesn't hate me. I'm just playing, dude. Oh, good Lord. What are you going to do, man, you know? You ever driven to Mexico before, Shane?
Yes, Mexico and Canada.
Hell yeah.
Before all this nonsense.
That's such bullshit, man. Buzzy's in the chat, by the way.
Go get her. Well, I'm going to have to go, gentlemen.
Shut that kid up! Shut that kid up!
No, my dog just escaped the backyard. I got to go catch it.
Oh, is it a Chihuahua? Is it a Chihuahua? Go get that Chihuahua, dude.
Oh, my God, dude. I do not have rat dogs.
All right, Jeff, man. Thanks for
later,
calling,
brother.
dude. All right, man.
You have a
Nonsensical
wonderful night.
nonsense, everybody. Check out Nonsensical Nonsense. It's
That's
Jeff
right.
Hogg. Hell yeah. All right, don't be a stranger, man.
All right, bye.
Shane B, man.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll give you some words of wisdom when you're crossing the Mexican border and the Border Patrol agent asks you, are you an American citizen? And he's on the American side. Don't ask him, are you? Because that's how you get canines in your truck.
Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, precious cargo, my friend. Precious cargo. You never know what that guy's hauling. You know what I mean? It could be people. Like when I Uber people, which is rare, but sometimes I'll Uber people if it's slow, you know, and I want to just like get it on. And I tell them like it's different than DoorDash, man. It's you're driving precious cargo, you know. And
oh, question for you then there.
Okay.
Worst Uber experience with a customer?
Mine? Oh, that would be an Atlanta Falcons fan. No offense. I love our Georgia friends. But
yeah, I'm not a Falcons fan.
well, I mean, Georgia people, you know what I mean? So the Falcons were playing, and by the way, before this happened, I didn't know much about the Falcons. I was a Falcon idiot. But after this happened, I became a Falcon expert. So stupid. I'm sorry, dude. But no, okay. So I go to a wing house and I pick up a group of Falcon fans, all people of color. Okay. And they looked very well off. They came from money and had a little Kia Soul. Okay. Ring, ding, ding. And so they pile into my car. There was 4 of them. So we had 3 in the back seat. So it was a man, then a woman in the middle, and then a man, and then the other man's wife. I believe it was 2 couples. She sat up front with me. But when she walked down the stairs from the front of the wing house, I thought that she was like a transvestite or a transgender, whatever, like a drag queen. That would be a drag queen. Because this woman's getup was so Atlanta Falcon-y that she had like the frock, you know, on her, and like the big red-haired frock, and you know, or maybe that's under her chin, maybe, I don't know. She was dressed like a bird, dude, like a dirty bird. You know, the dirty birds, you know what I mean? So she's dressed like a giant dirty bird, and she sits in the front of my Kia Soul, and her head was touching the ceiling, you know, and her frock, if you will, was like bent down. It was so tall, and everybody was crammed in the car. And I start driving, and I'm like, where am I taking you crazy ass people, you know? And they're laughing, they're drunk, and they're like, yeah, the game's about to start. We're going back to the country club, like the hotel. They went back to like, it was like a Marriott or something like that. So I bring them back to this like posh hotel. And they get out and they tipped me well. I think they gave me like a $25 cash tip. And I was like, thanks, y'all. Enjoy the game. Go Bucks, you know? And they're like, see ya. It was like a Monday night game. And they go back into their hotel and I drive away. And then immediately, because I'm in downtown Tampa, I get a hit for the airport. And I'm like, hot dog, this is great. I got another big ass run. So I drive over to the airport and I get into the baggage pickup, like curbside, you know? And it's all lit up. And when the lights were shining so brightly into my Kia Soul, I noticed that my entire front seat was covered in the floorboards in glitter, red glitter. It was everywhere, dude. Everywhere.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and the passengers I picked up at the airport were two beautiful blonde-haired young women, like in their late 20s, early 30s. And one of them was like, I'll sit up front, you sit in back with their carry-on stuff. They're like, our luggage got lost. It's in transit, so we got a voucher, and you're taking us to the Super Target in Tampa so we can get toiletries, and then you're dropping us off at our hotel. And I was like, you know what? Let's put your baggage in the front and you both sit in the back. As much as I didn't want to let this beautiful woman sit in the back, I wanted her to sit next to me, I had to tell them, like, you'll be covered in fucking glitter, And I didn't really want her to sit up front with me, It was just, just being cute and funny, And so I dropped them off at the Super Target, and I tried to brush the glitter out after I dropped them off so that I could pick up another passenger. And it was everywhere, dude. So I had to stop and turn off my Uber and go home. And then I had to tell my girlfriend at the time why there was glitter everywhere, all over my arms and my clothes in the car, So I filed a claim with Uber, and they gave me $25 to have my car detailed and vacuumed out. And that car, I traded it in. It still had glitter in it everywhere, dude. There was no way to get it out. So that was probably my worst. The other one would be like this dude showed up with a backpack, and it smelled like a Christmas tree. And he's like, you mind if I blaze up, dude? You want to smoke some weed with me? And I'm like, really, dude? What are we doing? And he had like 4 stops, and he was just selling weed using Uber. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. You gotta optimize.
Shit, dude. Shane B, it's funny you say that because my very first thing on my show prep is Uber Eats versus medical transport. What they've been doing lately is doctors' offices and hospitals have been using Uber to transport their patients. People have been using Uber. I pick up people and I'm taking them to the hospital, or I'm picking them up from their doctor's appointment and taking them home. And the doctor people, like the staff, are like, don't tell them it's an Uber, And I'm like,
I've heard about that.
Dude, it's been a nightmare. I've learned where the hot spots are and I avoid them. It's been fucking ridiculous, man. It really has. Looking in the chat, Aurora says glitter is the herpes of the craft world. That's pretty funny. Sausage Shame Department. What is that? Raptorologist, please? Raptorologist. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know. He must be a Falcon fan. I'm a Falcon idiot, so I don't know. So Josh has been asking me all night to find the Frito Bandito jingle. Remember we did the Jingo Top 10 in the first segment here? So I've got it pulled up here.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I think I got it, dude. Hold on a second. Let me pull it up on YouTube instead here. This is ridiculous. Frito. It's like he really wanted it to happen. Like, you can look it up yourself, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But, all right, let's do it. Frito Bandito, the corn chip song. I got it right here. All right. Yeah, I'll pull it up so y'all can see it, too. Here we go. All right. Let's do it. Why didn't it work? Here we go.
I heard you want to be a Frito Bandito like me. You do? Then you must sing the Bandito song. Let's sing together. You just follow the bouncing Fritos corn chips bag. Ay, 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 I am the Frito Bandito. Hey, I like Fritos corn chips. I love them, I do. I want Fritos corn chips. I'll get them from you. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I am the Frito Bandito. Give me Fritos corn chips and I'll be your friend. The Frito Bandito, you must not offend. Now, boys and girls, you are Frito Banditos too. You sing the Frito Bandito song and you loco for crunchy Fritos corn chips. That's nice.
That's
munch,
nice.
munch, munchy bunchy Fritos corn chips.
Okay, he's like, don't be offended as I sing. It's ridiculous, dude. I want to ask Penis Game Amy, are you a Frito Bandito? And she would say, you bet your sweet ass I am. That's all I got to say about that. Shane B, we're up against it, man. The show's over, dude. I love you, man.
Hey, look here.
All right.
That cat, put it in the kennel.
Are you a Frito Bandito? You say, you bet your sweet ass I am.
Apparently, I'm a boy, according to
Oh,
somebody.
shit. All right, man. Thanks, man. Shane B, I'll catch you on the PUBG, man. We got to go. It's over. I love you, buddy. I'll see you later. Thanks for calling, man. Thanks for sharing all that stuff, man. That's badass. That was awesome fucking radio. I love you, man. See ya.
All right, dude, later.
Kevin's getting tired. It's time to end the show. He really freaking blew. It's end of the Kevin Holly Show.
I'd like to thank you for listening to the Kevin Holly Show. I hope you've had as much fun as we have bringing it to you. It's really been a pleasure, and be sure and get us again next week.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, the networks are done. Thanks, everybody. That was badass. What a fun show. Holy crap. I gotta wake Holland up now. She's gonna be so mad at me. Let me zoom in on this. Look at Holland's taking a nap here. Hold on a second. I got you here. She just woke up. She's like, F you, dude.
3 hours of sleep.
Oh, look at the sleeping beauty. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening, man. That was a blast. I had a really great time. Are you a turtle, Holland? Yeah. You bet your sweet ass she. Well, not yet, but maybe. All right, later, everybody. See you tomorrow night. Oh, stick around tonight. Coming up next, the John LeBang Show. I forgot to say that on the network, but yeah. Go on IRNbroadcast.com or get the IRN app, the Internet Radio Network, and check out John LeBang, man. Coming